somebody gonna match my freak? Is somebody gonna match my nasty? I got stamina, they say I'm an athlete. Is somebody gonna match my freak? Need somebody with a good technique. Is somebody gonna match my nasty? Pillow talking got my throat raspy. If you keep up with me, I'll keep on coming back. If you do it too good, I'm gonna get attached. Cause it feels like heaven when it hurts so bad. Baby, put it on me. I like it just like that, just like that. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty, nasty, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty, nasty, nasty. Big time, pull up, make a scene. Party's lame, no vibe, we can leave. Shotgun, my thighs on a seat. I ain't got nothing underneath. Looks like you better spend the night. Looks like I'm about to change your life. Wife type, he's staying for a week, so I might just let him pay the lease. If you keep up with me, I'll keep on coming back. If you do it too good, I'm gonna get attached. Cause it feels like heaven when it hurts so bad. Baby, put it on me. I like it just like that, just like that. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty, nasty, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty, nasty, nasty. If you keep up with me, I'll keep on coming back. If you do it too good,
Alright, guys.
I'm
Alright.
gonna get attached. Cause it feels like heaven when it hurts so bad. Baby, put it on me. I like it just like that, just like that. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty.
All right, guys, let's start the show. Let's start the show, everybody. If you're just joining, make sure to hit that upvote button. The link is in the chat somewhere deep. But anyways, it's up and ready. Huge shout out to Tim G for sponsoring today's choice of music. Okay, not necessarily what I would have picked, but hey, great choice. I don't like to talk too much about politics, but this is breaking news. If you haven't been away from the computer and just getting online, turns out Biden has dropped out of 2024's race. Oh man, what a stinker! This is a disaster. This might be a little bit too late. You know, this is the problem with the Democrats. They really have no plan. And you know, it's what is it? 3 months to the election. It's gonna be hard, guys. It's gonna be really hard. But we'll see what they will come up with. Anyways, let's just keep going here. This watch has been released for quite some time. The Furlan Marri. I think it's been already like 3 weeks or something. And I kind of been trying to talk about it, but nobody has been bringing it up, which what I found to be really curious, that nobody has asked me to pull this up. Although on paper and just from images, it looks like an incredible watch that could be a stunner and could basically be put into any collection. Furlan Marri. These guys have been making very nice watches, and this seems to be like the best one of the bunch. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Let's see a few more images here, how it looks on the wrist. As you can see, it's like a typical dress watch with running seconds at 6 o'clock, Calatrava style, right? The bezel has like these 3 domes which makes it look very classy. And the crown is integrated in the case, so it's almost like it has crown guards, but not quite. Like the crown guards are part of the case, and then the lugs are underneath the case, creating this. You know, it's actually visually a very nice watch, something different. Finally, right? In the world of watches that look identical, the same, like a Submariner, like do we really need another 100th iteration of the Submariner? No, we don't. And that's why something like this comes to be very handy. You know, it's very handy. It's very cool piece. Very cool piece. The crown is tucked in. It's pretty cute. There's 3 colors, right? What's the movement? Oh, hold on a second. It's a manual wind movement. So what else would a watch enthusiast ask for? So it's pretty good looking. The only thing that I could see it being in the way is the price. But Furlan Marri, they're known for their cheap prices. So let's just see here. Shout out to Jonathan QH officials, hashtag free Higgins. He's not banned, but man, Higgins just needs to stop, man. He just needs to stop and chill. Davey, can someone say in the chat when the song is over? Ooh. It doesn't look like Davey was a fan of that song. Time flies. Welcome to the show. A lucky upvote number 13. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. We've got Dr. Bob's Nightmare says, no, say it ain't so. Joe, you're a disgrace to baseball. I don't know if he's a disgrace to baseball, but I think as far as presidential stuff goes, you know, it's politics is not a game. It's not a joke. It's a serious situation. And when people take it lightly, as Joe has been taking it, I don't think it's right. It's not a right thing to do. It's too serious. Serious business, guys. Okay, so this piece, it comes in at 38 millimeters case size. So it's on the smaller, girlier size. But it's to be expected. Furlan Marri, they're known for their smaller watches with only 8.95 millimeters thickness. That's really nice. 316L stainless steel. Okay, that's good. There's Luminova. Very interesting application of Luminova. And surprisingly, 50 meters of water resistance on this baby. So that's you know what, I appreciate that. It's very cool. There's some sort of you know, I think this is a computer generated image or heavily photoshopped, but the movement looks to be finished to a higher standard than I think the final results are going to show. All right, now what is the price? Ooh, what the hell? $2,780. Holy crap, that's expensive. Why is it so expensive? So see, this is what I don't understand. I like the watch. It's a great little beater. Furlan Marri in the past, they were making like $400 watches, except one piece that they made for what's it called? The only watch, and that was like 20 something thousand perpetual calendar. But they're mostly known for these chronographs with quartz movements for $500. Like, how could they go from a $500 kind of a shitter territory and jump into, you know, automatic movement, but fucking 3,000? Where did they seriously, where did they find it's a little bit too expensive. It's gonna be a hard sell. I don't know. I would have preferred this watch if it was quartz, to be honest, because like I'm at the point where, you know, I like automatic watches, I respect them. But if I'm gonna get like fun side pieces, I don't want them to be too technical and requiring too much work to maintain. And this thing's got an incredible dial. I love how they did the dial on this thing. The hands, everything is just perfect. The crown is even perfect. But the fact that it's so expensive is really a put off. I would have let me know in the chat, guys. I would have preferred this as quartz, especially quartz with sub-seconds uh, uh, hand. It's much more difficult to see that it's a quartz watch. Hell, they could have even kept this as a two-hander, right? A quartz two-hander. That's why Cartier is able to get away with the quartz watch, with the quartz movement on the tank. It's because it's just got two hands. So there's no seconds hand that has that stiff jump every second. Oh, this is very disappointing, to be honest. Shout out to my watch channel. Thank you so much for remembering to upvote the stream. Upvote the stream. By the way, guys, later tonight, Michaela is gonna be on a whatever podcast. So we'll go over and watch what's going on over there. I would encourage everybody to join and watch it. Here we go. We got Davey. Davey says, "Sorry, Tim, I wouldn't buy that watch at half the price." Oh, damn. Well, come on. Half the price? Yeah, I think so too. Half the price. I wouldn't buy it at half the price either. I really think like Furlan Marri, they really nailed the price point at like $500, $600. Like, look at this chronograph here. The Castanga almost sounds like the Costanza. It's really nice. It's quartz. It's got everything, it's finished in a really good way. Very simple, right? Just what it's they give you as much as you would need, and they give you stuff. They don't give you stuff that you're not gonna need. Look at the finish on the pushers. I mean, this is kind of stuff that Patek has on 5270. Oh no. Let's see here. Patek. Let's see. 5172, I think. Yeah, 5172. The new 5172. Let's see. Has very similar pushers. See on the chrono. Yeah, 5172. Check this out. It's like that's the 5172, and if you look at the pushers, let's see here, they got very similar finish actually. Yeah. Oh dang, I can't believe it. It's too close. Look at those pushers. They're way too similar. Anyways, I wish this was a $500 watch. It would have been much more desirable offering, I think. But for $3,000, look, I would respect someone who got it, but I wouldn't recommend it. Personally, wouldn't recommend it. But listen, if you want to get something that's really different, I wonder if this is going to be available on the gray market, right? Because a couple of years ago, that's what was happening. Everybody, as soon as the watch was released, they would be buying them up and then flipping them on eBay for profit. But for Lane Marie, this is the kind of a watch, right? There's no, when you buy it, you're not building purchase history. This is not going to get you higher on the wait list for a Rolex. It's really not going to do anything for you. It's just a good looking watch. So you buy it if you like it. And that's it. There should be no alternative reasons. Speaking of ulterior motives, Oh, Daniel.
Yeah, it's ulterior motives,
Hey.
and I'm having something that doesn't look exciting. I'm eating a soup, and I'm not coming on this.
Oh my God.
Okay, leave me alone. Leave me
It's
alone.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
It's okay. Hey, listen, I don't mind it when people come on the stream with food, but it has to be delicious looking food.
Okay.
No soups.
No
No
soups. It's
soups.
okay.
So keep the
No.
camera off if you're eating a
Yeah,
soup.
and what if I barf right in the middle of my shirt? I don't want to do that.
Oh,
And the
well.
shirt looking like he meant well, bless him. Humble Pine saying that my shirt looked like, did it look like a COVID virus or something?
Yeah,
After,
it had.
after Red Shovel said that's the worst shirt I've ever seen. Yeah.
Yeah, it had those swirls, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
swirls made it look like you have
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
like the COVID like a
Oh, he's
virus
got
art.
COVID. He's got COVID. Oh
You
no.
got COVID. Stay away. Stay away.
Yeah. Anyways.
It looks like the COVID is done, right? I haven't
Uh
heard anything. Well, no,
no,
actually,
no.
it's
People, yeah,
not.
no.
Biden just had COVID. Out
Uh
of all the people,
yeah,
Biden had COVID,
yeah.
and then he was isolated. And now he got out of the isolation. They said he was gonna resume, like campaigning, and then just now it
Well,
came out that he dropped out.
well, it might be because, to recover from COVID and everything.
Hmm.
I think he's capable, but it's like some people, some top. I'm not going to get into this because I don't want to get into an argument with one of our colleagues. Okay, but
Okay.
just to say that uh, there's arguments for or against his move. Some people think that's the Democrats having no spine, but it's more complicated than that. So we'll just leave it at there because I don't want to get into a political discussion on this. But he's
Okay.
doing okay. Let him be, and we'll see what happens.
Well, no, no. I mean, yeah, he could be doing fine. I don't know. I don't know what that means. What doing fine is.
I got weak from
Yeah.
COVID. It took me a few
Yeah.
weeks to recover.
Yeah. I
So
I got hit by COVID as well.
yeah,
I didn't get sick in London, but everyone else was getting sick around me. O'Sheen got sick by COVID really hard. He was
yeah, he
sick.
got it bad.
Yeah, twice. And
Yeah,
I actually
unbelievable.
remember that first time when I went to the London Watch Show. I don't know if you were watching my streams
No,
at
I
that
heard
time.
that he got sick right after the London show.
No, no. Oh yeah, O'Sheen. Yes, O'Sheen got sick while he was there.
Yeah,
I got lucky. I didn't get sick, but when I got back, I heard that there were some people who were there at the show and
yeah.
got COVID and then they died.
Oh my goodness, really?
Yeah.
Oh brother,
Yeah, it's really bad.
it's the bad luck of the draw, man. So
Yeah, sometimes you get COVID, you can get sick and you can recover very easily, and
I,
sometimes
I
it
think
doesn't work so well.
I was communicating with you when I was sick. What? Right? I think it was
You had
communicating.
COVID?
I had wait a minute. What? Maybe I wasn't on your show. That
I
was
don't
back
think you
in
were.
2020. So Bruce the Savior is just through something. I don't know what
Yeah.
happened. But,
Hey Cam, what's going on? What you
oh, it's
doing?
okay.
Are you
What's
putting
going on?
together IKEA furniture?
Yep,
What you got there?
like a shoe rack.
A shoe rack? You gonna
Oh,
start building a shoe collection in the down market?
Cam,
Yeah,
I had a nurse friend of mine who used to take care of my dad. Come and look at the instructions. Thank God she did it for me. It's all these tubes. It got a little complicated. Good on you. You're doing it yourself. It's not hard, but it's not easy. So
yeah, that's true.
yeah, bit of a pain in the ass, but the shoe racks are good. It's a good thing to have. A little bit
Yep.
boring thing to go for, but it's a good thing to have, especially.
Yeah, I have a shoe rack. I put it together 8 years ago. Put
Oh
the
yeah,
shoes in on the rack and haven't touched those shoes for 8 years now. I just wear one pair, and then when it runs
oh
out, I
yeah,
just get another one.
yeah, yeah.
And
You
all the
you
shoes that are sitting on the shoe rack, they're untouched.
you put your watches that you don't like anymore on the rack too, or what?
No, I got my watches right here now.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
actually try to wear them and enjoy.
Mm,
Try to change daily now. No.
all right.
Today I'm wearing the sub, the first Rolex that I ever got.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that helped by a roommate or was that just you?
Well, I
I'm
guess
not.
it was helped, but what
Yeah.
happened was, like, I opened the credit card,
Yeah.
and it was like 8,000 something,
Right.
and I had three, so I paid off three, and then I had five left,
Oh,
and then I was paying off, and then I was like, every month making payments, and
right.
then I think she helped me with like when I had like 2,000 left or something like that.
Right. Right.
She helped me close the credit card. Yeah. Kleiner Han wants to know what's the microbrand, the watch you were showing earlier. Yeah, that's a Furlan Marri. It's a watch shaped like a COVID-19 virus,
Mm.
right? It looks like, look at this. It looks like three molecules.
How are they holding their own?
No, no, it's just photography. Clever
No, no. I'm
photography.
asking, how are they doing? How's the company doing? For
Furlan Marri.
Mm.
Well, I think they're doing well
Yeah.
because, they were one of the brands exhibiting at the Dubai Watch Week
Oh
at
yeah.
the Independence Summit. There was like a shop,
Yeah.
very well known independence shop
Yeah.
where uh, what's his name? Um, Roger Smith was there, and he
Yeah.
was actually wearing a Furlan Marri
Oh man,
watch.
is that
Yeah.
good for them? For him to wear? Like the
Yes.
third, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's been sort of taken over by investors, but there was a young guy and a middle-aged guy. Maybe they were both from India that started the Furlan Marri, like a very basic design, and it
Uh-huh.
was for a quartz movement, but it was a beautiful design dial. And
Yeah, I have no
someone
problem
backed them
with
up.
quartz movement.
No, but I think someone's backed up, and they got some other movements in there, not just the quartz. Nothing against the quartz, but I think they've got. I'm not sure what the movements in there, but
They
it's. Go ahead.
they made their own in-house like a perpetual calendar that could go on forever.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh
that
my
was
goodness.
that was a special watch they created for only watch.
Oh yeah.
Very very innovative, but it wasn't my cup of tea. I'm not a huge perpetual calendar guy. But for example, here, let me show you the kind of stuff that they're doing. See, it's very classy watches. Like, see, like the
Yeah.
salmon sector dial watch. That's nice.
Yeah.
This one, that's like a chronograph. Very cool.
Oh man, it looks like one of those super expensive watches, but these are accessible, aren't they?
Yes, they're really accessible. These are very cheap watches. Like
Yeah.
this one, for example, this gray sector is like a $500 watch.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And look at the finish on the back. It's
It's not bad.
actually decent. Yeah.
Is that a Salida? We don't know. That
Let me see here. There's specs. They have the specs. Water resistance. They don't really say, I guess. No,
oh yeah.
they keep it quiet. But it's decent stuff.
If Roger Smith is wearing it, that's a big help.
Mm-hmm. 60 hours of power reserve. Oh, it says Swiss made movement.
So it's a Salida then.
Yeah. Called G100. Yeah, I'm
Well,
not sure.
no, that's just their name.
Made by Le Jeu Perret. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
yeah. Yeah, this is serious, yeah. Le Jeu Perret movement. Okay. This one, now see, here's the thing. This one with Le Jeu Perret movement is
Yeah.
1,250. So that's still kind of reasonable territory, right? That's as much as I think I would pay for a no brand good looking watch. Right? Cuz like for me this competes with Tissot,
Yeah.
right? As you can see, it's very nice. The dials, really nice texture. The salmon, the lugs look like horns, teardrop. The finish is real
Oh
nice.
yeah,
I don't see.
yeah.
Yeah, but you see, I don't understand how this is 1,000. This is that this watch right here is 1,250, and then we go to the new Furlan Marri, and now suddenly we jump to 2,000, like almost 3,000 US. So
There's some work done in there that's a little extra, I guess. I don't know.
yeah, but I just it's too
No,
much.
I would go for the other one.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
I think yeah, and I think guys, if you're looking for a nice dress watch for Lane Mari, especially one of those cheaper ones, is a great option. Mr. Zero in the chat says Daniel's obsessed with movements. Nobody cares in cheap watch. Well, no. In cheap watch, people do care a little bit because sometimes you can get a cheap watch, but they'll put an ETA in there.
Yeah.
They'll put something really high end. So, or Salida, and then sometimes they'll put the Miyota, right?
I've seen, you and me have seen people that own $300,000 watches that have the $500 or $400 or even $100 of the choice and still like it. So they have it in their collection. So you're wrong to the guy who just texted there.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, Daniel doesn't care just about movements, but that's why he eats soup so that he can get an easier movement.
Very good, Tim. That's a good one, man. Good one. I eat also a lot of fruit, Tim.
Fruit is actually, I heard, is no good because it's also sugar. So, but listen, it's as long as it doesn't have too many chemicals, you should be okay.
That's right.
Yeah, pesticides. But Canada, you guys are pretty good with everything. That's why you're still, you're older, but you still have really good health. People should listen to Daniel more.
Yeah,
There's
that's
some proper wisdom. If you want
that,
to live longer, if you want to live like a man, then get
yeah.
chug beers and let's go drag racing.
Well, I'll never survive extreme fighting, though.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Adriano seems to think that I need to buy a Seamaster.
Yeah.
Maybe. Seamaster is nice. It's great in every collection. Captain Kirk says, Tim, your boyfriend is streaming. What's going on? Or maybe I should say ex-boyfriend. What are you talking about? Captain Kirk is completely out of control. Captain Kirk, you need to take a break. I think you had too many watches.
I'm not sure. We can't even guess what he's conjecturing there.
It's just I'm completely clueless. I think he's been watching too many streams.
Okay.
And he's got all these narratives in his head.
Oh, narratives in the head. That could do it.
Yeah. Not everything is about you, Captain Kirk. It's so cool. My watch channel says, man, I was looking for a dress watch and didn't want to spend tens of thousands of watches on one and wasn't inspired by cheaper stuff. So I just got a Seiko Presage, but the salmon looks kind of cool. The Seiko Presage is nice. And actually, the new generation of Seiko Presage are gonna look really, really nice. If you already got one, there's really no point of getting another one.
Sorry.
But so good. But if anybody else out there is looking for an easy to maintain watch, take a look at Furlan Marri, especially the Mecha Quartz. See these Mecha Quartz ones, I think this is the best stuff because that's the easiest to wear. Like, look at this one of these pulsation ones, $550. It's a chronograph. It's a dress watch. It's no hassle, easy to use. Bam, bam. Thank you, man.
Doesn't that one look a little bit like the Rex Happy, the new one? The Rex Happy one that did the collab with LVMH.
Roshepi? Yes, he did.
It had a different objective, obviously. It had a bigger purpose, but it looks a little bit like it, I think.
Yeah, it does kind of look a little bit like Roshepi, at least in the sense that they're both dress watches with running traditional with the running seconds at 6. Roshepi is obviously on a completely different level. Like it's on the highest level as you could possibly get, right? No,
Some consider maybe the top, because we can't really say which watchmaker is better than another watchmaker. It's certainly in the top 10 watchmakers in the world. Up in the same league now as who's the guy from England? Well, the guy, him. I forget names, but the top watchmaker from the UK, and then him, and
Roger Smith.
Roger Smith, Terry Voutilainen, but he's busy managing a company now. I don't know if he has time to even do watchmaking at the moment. Like he's turned into too big a company in a way. I maybe he put some time in keeping his skill going, even though he has an administrative team working with him, because he doesn't want to lose his atelier skills. So we'll say him, FP Jordan, and Roger Smith and Rex Heppy, right? And you throw in a couple other people there.
Yeah, Roger Smith, Philip Dufault, Kari Voutilainen, Roshepi.
Yeah. Tim Wright.
Tim Wright? No, I don't make watches. I don't want to make watches. James the Advisor is trying to start a watch company, and I've been following his journey a little bit. Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah. No, he is. And I don't know how far along in the process he is, but it's a grueling task. It's very hard.
Well, there's the watchmaking, the design, the marketing, the timing. You just got to dive into it, but you got to have not just yourself working on it. Can be grueling because there's so many moving parts to running an operation. Just the bookkeeping of keeping up what parts are needed and how many parts you need and the in and out of stock, like just the boring stuff of keeping the bookkeeping of all that.
Yeah, the logistics. You're talking about the logistics. It's the pain in the ass. Yes. Logistics for watchmaking is the biggest pain in the ass ever, because you have to make sure that
guy Weiss, the young guy, he looks like a hippie there in California, WIS, that's made the accessible watch that Tim Masu, by the way, thinks is a great accessible piece. The WEIS Weiss, that it uses maybe the 7001 out of movement behind, but they're really nice dials that he makes traditionally. He's probably busting his butt with all the little things that keep him the parts and for the dial, just and everything. Like you ask him, it's probably around the clock, just taking care of the boring stuff, let alone being involved with, I guess, what he might enjoy is putting together the dials and the stuff that we hear about and the numbers and how he does the numbers, the Arabic numbers on the dials and how he does it and how he puts together with the case and sells the project. But it's all that boring stuff that has to be done. And maybe he's got someone working on it with him. I'm sure he does, a group. I just used him as an example, right?
No, of course. Yes, it's just so much of the logistics stuff.
Yeah.
That it's really tough to.
They would have to hire someone like Cam to help with the logistics too.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think Cam can do it. Cam can barely make
He's a consultant.
A slide presentation.
Well, he is putting together a footstool. I mean, a foot rack,
With employees like Cam, nothing at the company would get done.
No, we're just picking on Cam.
No, yeah, of course. We're just joking. He's a good employee.
Yeah.
He has a job. If he's got a job, then he's got to be a good employee.
Yeah.
So, Hey, Cam, how's the rack going? Show us the rack.
Oh man, he's got it
Oh,
done.
wow. Okay, point the camera. We want to see the progress. We want to be able to see it.
Look at
Very,
that. Holy smokes.
uh-huh. Very cool. Hey, look at this. He still has his Louis Vuitton backpack. It's pretty cool.
Well, he's got it pretty well done, I guess.
Yeah. I guess he's putting it all together with just his fingers.
Yeah. Well, it's meant that you can do it even with your fingers, but I was getting all mixed up with instructions, and he's pretty well got it done. It looks like he's got it 90% done.
The problem with IKEA furniture is that after you use it for like a couple of weeks, it turns into garbage.
Are you sure about a couple of weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you move it, it'll break.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, and you're kind of stuck with it.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely he's not taking this oh, look how wobbly it is. You see that?
Oh yeah.
It's all shaky. Yeah.
Oh
It's
damn.
not even straight.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this is one of those IKEA furniture you don't keep. When you move, you just leave it in the apartment for the next person to throw out in the garbage. But hey, by the way, Daniel, I mean,
Yeah.
it looks like this Furlan Marri actually has some sick finish to it. I didn't realize it at first.
That looks
It's got
like
some, yeah, you can see the beveling here on these
yeah.
bridges.
How they worked out to get a Jus de Paris in there,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe Jus de Paris offered a deal. You buy so many of our movements, and we'll give you a deal, because the end price on some of those are not bad when you stop to think of it. I'm so used to thinking of Jus de Paris in someone's watch. I'm just looking at something north of 4,500 in the end piece watch.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, you were telling me somewhere between 1,000 and 3,000. That's not bad.
This is 3,000 with taxes
Okay.
and everything all in, yeah.
Yeah.
But the movement looks kind of small-ish, if I should say. But the finish, I would have to see this in person. But what I'm thinking is that maybe what Furlan Marri did here is basically had a Geneva finish for 3,000. Like that would actually be an interesting proposition. Imagine like if this is finished to the level of a Patek Philippe movement.
No. Look,
Under 3,000 on the Le Jour de Paris movement.
Yeah, when you're talking
That
about,
would be a good proposition, actually.
I would be a good proposition. But if I was, I don't know, if I was an owner of a piece, I got to figure out what is the markup on this. You got a Jus de Paris movement. It's got some finish in there. You got the work that was done to put together the piece, even though a lot of it's done by computers.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be some room for margin, so they make some money out of this. So
Well, I don't think it's that expensive to get the really good finish on the movement. But like I think it's really budget. Like everything is built really budget,
yeah,
and where they splurged was on the movement, right? Because this case doesn't look particularly intricate. The dial looks good. It does look like there was some work put into the dial, but like I'm wondering did the majority of the money was put in on this watch, and it makes me wonder whether it was the finish of the movement. Like, why is it 3,000? Right? It's definitely because all their previous watches had similar stuff, but like think about it. When it was quartz movement, they charged $500. So it makes me believe that okay, they have access to a CNC machine where they can manufacture basically almost any case, and it will cost them around.
stop right there.
Mhm.
Stamping, but stamped well. or it's still in this pricing? CNC machine, we're going up a little more expensive. Stamping, but really stamped well.
No,
Uh,
I think they have. Well, no. I think you at the end of the day you do need CNC to
all
be
right.
able to like because these case designs are very different from each other. They're very creative with the cases. And this being a circular case makes me believe that they did it on CNC because it's very, round shapes on CNC is very easy to do.
Circular, yeah, circular shape. Okay.
Yeah, circular logic shape.
You beat me. I was gonna say
Yeah.
that. You beat me.
Yeah. So as you can see, it's very simple case.
Yeah.
And then but still original, simple yet original. And then we have this followed by um the dial. The dial is also really nice, but Furlan Marri already made similar dials for $500 price point. Okay, and then they had automatic movements in the $1,000 price point, but the $1,000 price point movement wasn't finished to this level.
Mm.
This one has beveling, so I'm wondering whether like because this watch is probably without this finish, it could have been like one of those $1,000 watches. But I think they really got it finished really well,
Can it
and
can
that's
can a CNC can it be CNC beveled as opposed to handmade beveled? Maybe. Maybe it's
uh
CNC. Those bridges may have been CNC beveled, so that cuts down the cost a little bit instead of having to have a person do it. Um,
now CNC beveling is only possible on like on mass manufacturing. If this was a mass produced movement, a mass produced finish, then I think they would do a CNC bevel. But to me, it looks like it's a hand beveled because, on when you have a small quantity, maybe like 500 pieces, maybe it's cheaper to just do it by hand than having to have because it takes a lot of time to program the machine to do such process. I know that Grand Seiko does edge beveling on their automatic movements, the 5-day power reserve ones.
mm. With handmade, that would be handmade, wouldn't it? The Grand Seiko. I wasn't paying attention to you. Was it
Uh,
handmade?
well,
Grand Seiko? I guess I don't know.
well, yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's handmade, but it's Grand Seiko, right? It's proper made.
Okay,
It's a Grand
all right,
Seiko.
right.
Yeah, Grand Seiko is Grand Seiko.
Mm-hmm.
Russell says those internal angles are horrible. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I'm thinking they're uh, beveled because they don't look very consistent. Like there's a lot of imperfections, and that's a great way to also train your watchmakers, right? They can get them do hand beveling for a project like this and then up their skill and then hand bevel something more complex. I don't know. That's a
I,
possibility.
I can only conjecture that um, that the management would tell whoever the young up and coming watchmakers uh, to be productive that they got only so many minutes to hand bevel these bridges and get on to the next one because the end watch only costs so much money. So they don't want us spending the labor only on one bridge. They got to bevel a whole bunch of them, which is like assembly line work all over again.
Yes.
Kind of slave labor, maybe. I don't know. But some of them probably just concentrate on that. I could be wrong, but
No, that's a
I'm talking with
possibility.
no research here, and I'm just throwing this in. I don't know.
Well, I think it's just cheap labor. It's just cheap labor. You have people just working as fast as you can, and for $3,000, you really can't expect them to, if they make a small mistake or a small imperfection, to restart and from the beginning, right? This is something that at this price point they're not going to do. If they went a little bit too deep here on the
Yeah.
finish, they're just going to leave it, and I think that's okay. Not every watch, when it's hand finished, it obviously can't be finished to a identical perfect finish. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool that it's done. And listen, if that's what they did, then you can expect better things to come from them in the future. Lord with the passport says, "How much is one of those pieces of shit?" Well, one of these pieces of shit is 3,000. three thousand
Guys,
dollars.
let's not
Way
be.
too much.
Yeah, stop being picky.
Yeah, yeah. Well, listen, it is what it is. Furlan Marri. Okay, you guys don't like it. Let's keep this show moving. What do you like? What kind of watches do you like? By the way, if you don't like that watch, check out this. This is the new Zenith, the Zenith released. If you thought Furlan Marri was ugly,
I
you'll be
love.
begging me to bring
That's
back
right.
the Furlan
Yeah,
Marri.
I'd love to hate this one.
I mean,
But
Zenith seems to just try and compete for the ugliest watch ever made. And what the hell are they doing?
remember the Seiko Monster that people would say it's so ugly that it's likable.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see that changing on this one.
Yeah. This is yeah, it's just too many different designs squished into one. So they're just trying everything. Okay, it's
Uh, it-
desperation time.
here, my take is that which is designed by one of the CEOs of a department of Zenith or marketing department. It wasn't a designer. They were just told to make this. So
Hmm.
again, I'm only guessing.
I
Maybe
think actually this is a reimagining of a vintage Zenith, something they're bringing back. I mean, it like every single one of these watches is evidence why Zenith as a brand kind of failed in the 70s and the 80s,
so. What
and
they're
there's
showing, Tim, they're showing a guy with dark glasses
that's a good looking
outside
guy.
a big house, a good-looking guy, a bit
Yeah.
of an attitude, jeans.
Mhm.
He's a
Mhm.
maybe movie director or someone,
Maybe.
I don't know, but he sounds like someone I would not get along with who's wearing
Mhm.
that watch.
He looks like a hipster. Looks like a hipster.
Yeah, hipster, but
Yeah, he's wearing Persols. Oh no, not Persols, Ray-Bans, but like a weird shaped ones.
yeah.
I mean, I mean, it's crazy. It's a crazy watch. How much they want for this thing? Are you ready? I don't think you're ready. 7,700.
What made you think I wasn't ready?
Because this is just ridiculous money.
Yeah, okay.
That's insane.
That's like around.
Okay, because you can get for this month, you can buy a Doxa and save 6 grand, because this is what like this watch looks like. It's like they're trying to uh get on the Doxa's
Yeah,
like look.
yeah. I guess they're trying to prove that if you drive one of those real big pickup trucks, the GMC pickup trucks over this thing, that it will
Mhm.
survive. But how often are you going to leave your watch underneath the tire of a GMC 6-pack pickup truck?
By the way, Dr. Bob's Nightmare, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Second, Seconde, Atelier Wen, staple dial, Guilloche, Tim, pull it up. Oh, yeah, the Atelier. Atelier Wen.
They've been pretty good, I guess. A long time ago, I bought when they just came out. Atelier Wen, and I think I lost them.
You have no, you have one, or you
I
don't have it
did
anymore.
with the leather strap when they first came out, and
Mm-hmm.
I lost the love for them. The timing was off. They didn't have very strong. The Chinese movement. Something was wrong with the Chinese movement that they had.
Mm-hmm.
This one's been pumped up to a better iteration, or they may
Mm-hmm.
have used a different factory for their movement. And they got this famous guy doing the guilloche.
They really pumped this up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they do their own guilloche. Actually, this guy made the guilloche machine himself
Oh, he did.
because yeah, that's the thing. He did it himself, and he can make maybe a few more of these guilloche machines for them. And if there is enough market demand, they could do some serious work, to be honest. It's a very rudimentary guilloche machine, but they're doing the pattern. Like, this is so sick, Daniel. It's so
Yeah.
sick because these guys are doing the guilloche pattern that's on 1908 stamped. So Rolex stamps their 1908 guilloche pattern,
Yeah.
while
You're right.
Atelier Wen does that same pattern, but they do it on like
Tradition.
with a real guilloche. Yeah.
Yeah. Guilloche. Yeah.
So that is so sick. I think
Yeah.
it's borderline trolling
Right. I
because
should have.
it's a
I
yeah.
think I brought, not to put praise on myself too much, but I think I brought your attention to this a long time
Yeah.
ago.
People have been telling me about this brand for a while, and I met the guilloche guy at
Oh,
the in Geneva.
oh yeah.
He was there with the guilloche machine. They brought it from
Oh,
China.
good God.
Yeah, that was a lot of work.
Yeah.
But they brought it from China to Geneva, and he was actually letting people make samples.
Mm.
So it's pretty badass. It's pretty badass, and yeah, it's Atelier Wen. It's very interesting brand. 3,000, maybe $3,500, right, for this watch with Chinese guilloche. What do you think? Is this something that's worth buying?
I think it might be if there's enough review that the movement is okay. The movement. Here I go back with the caliber.
Mm-hmm.
I think they went to a different provider for the movement.
Aha.
You know.
Oh, they're talking about the movement here. They're
Yeah.
saying that Perceptions case houses a high beat original caliber designed the SL1588 supplied by Dan Dong Peacock's new state of the art manufacturer. So now they got an in-house. They got a ding dong. Got a ding dong movement in here.
But it's one of their high end. Peak. What's it called? Not Peacock. What did you say? Who were they again? They've been around for a while. Supplied by Peacock's new state of the art. Peacock's been around. But Dan Dong, I didn't know was with Peacock. That's all.
I don't get it. What's the peacock?
That's the name of. I think it's like two
Oh
companies
yeah, yeah,
collaborate,
yeah. Dan Dong
and then
and Peacock.
Yeah, they're like two different companies
Dan Dong
collaborate.
Peacock.
Yeah,
Wow. It's
Peacock's
a.
been around as a respectable Chinese movement maker. I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. Oh, they have other dials as well. They have this crazy sideways guilloche. This is the one that's on the the minute repeater, Patek.
Hmm.
Oh, whoa, here we go. We got a 50 asses super chat. Timmy, when are you gonna scrounge the airport lounge? I guess it's gonna be for Geneva. That's that's the that's the next planned trip. So Geneva, and then it's gonna be Vegas. So stay tuned, GD. If you like the airport scrounger, the scrounging game, it's a lot more difficult to scrounge nowadays, GD,
What's the
because
what's the date? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. The
yeah,
scrounge.
no,
Go ahead.
yeah, no, I'm just explaining that it's a lot more difficult to scrounge now than during the COVID. When it was COVID, it was so easy to scrounge at the airport when you were just when I was flying, because there was a lot of like takeaway food. Everything was take with you, and now like all of these loungers are cracking down on people. Everything is limited. There's no more like bags of potato chips and stuff. It's hard. It's really hard. The
Look,
scrounge is not the same.
as lame as this may sound, I find it less stressful hanging out in a lounge at the airport, and I'll just cough up the money to be there. Um,
Yeah, but it's not the same as it was when COVID was happening, right? The
yeah.
lounge.
Well, COVID, did it exist during COVID? I guess not. Did it?
Yeah, no. You could go to lounge during COVID.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like it was a lot better at that time, because what happened was pre-COVID, not a lot of people knew about lounges,
Hmm.
and then during COVID, that's when a lot of people found out about lounges
Yeah.
because I don't know, I was showing them to everybody and everything, but it was
So that millions of people millions didn't know until Tim revealed it to them.
yeah. Well, I did all these live streams
Yeah, yeah.
from
Oh,
the airport lounge, getting all the free food, free
yeah,
drinks.
right,
People were
right.
like, what is this? What is Timmy doing? What is all this free stuff?
Yeah, I can imagine people
Yeah.
leaving, Stephen Colbert's show with 3.5 million subscribers, and oh, wait a minute, Tim Wright, it's in a lounge. Let's check this out. We didn't
Mm.
know a lounge was there. Anyways, whatever.
Yeah, and it's with the proper credit card, you get lounge access for free.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been doing. I've been showing a lot of people how to get into the lounge,
Well,
which
you don't have
card
to
to
be a
get.
club membership because I don't want to get. Then you're caught into a whole Pandora's box having to pay extra for a flight for first class. I don't want to go there yet. So then you get. I'm not doing that, but there are
Uh-huh.
lounges that let you come in without you having to be a first class, premium class, uh, whatever on a flight. Like you don't have to be on some club where you're going. You have to, go on so many flights per year to make it worth your while. So
Yeah.
yeah, you just pay the extra money if you want just the experience of being in a lounge.
I
And
guess so. It's worth it because the food that's there, and the drinks, you could very easily offset if you were just to have like lunch or dinner just at any other place at the airport.
right, just sit there. You feel there's a little bit of peace instead of this mass of humanity. It's still maybe a lot of people in the lounge, but it just toned down a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And you're paying more for very little in general at the airport for all things. So, so I thought it was okay to try to get into a lounge. Yeah.
Yeah, airport is a huge scam. Everything there is so expensive. It's expensive,
But you
Daniel.
know why? Because anyone who has a business at the airport have to pay a big tariff themselves just to have a business there to what they call the airport authority, whatever they call it. That's what they call it in Toronto, and I think it's probably in every airport in every city. They have a certain group, call it the firm, whatever. You're paying to a much more expensive landlord.
Uh-huh.
Like it's like a mall. Everyone's got to pay their rent, and it's very
Uh-huh.
high rent there per square foot. So you got to pay what they're paying. You know, you got to pay part of it for them by being
Oh,
right.
interesting. Well,
Well,
I guess so. Yeah, they have to do that. That makes
yeah,
sense. Yeah. Yeah, that's just this
it
is
is
how
what
it
it is.
works. Yeah. Do you have a favorite lounge?
Well, the Daniel Katz Lounge.
Daniel Cat
There's some
the
kind of lounge.
Daniel Cat's Deli Lounge.
Yeah, yeah, the Princess Lounge or whatever they call it. I forget in Toronto. And then when I was
Uh-huh.
in Rome, there's whatever you find out what the lounge is, and it's some lame name title, and you just ask around where's the lounge, and you go to it. I went there for the breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't bad
Mm-hmm.
because my flight was 10 in the morning from Rome.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it was like a buffet the way you wanted it. Plus, the guys serving me were joking around with me a little bit, me
Mm-hmm.
struggling with Italian, and they gibberish me back, and then they have their laugh and answer me in English. You know, good try. You know, you're fine, and it was okay.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice. American Express, I think, usually considered like some of the best lounges.
yeah.
In the Heathrow Airport. Oh my God, it's truly the greatest. Amex
Mhm.
Lounge, Heathrow in London.
But you have an
Oof.
MX. I don't.
I do. Yes, I do, but not anymore. I gave up my platinum Amex. Can't afford.
Oh,
Yeah,
platinum. You got to
yeah.
pay an initiation fee every year too, don't you?
Yes, every year you have to pay $700. It's not an initiation fee. You're talking about the black one,
Yeah, I don't know.
American Express Black Card. I think first you have to pay like $10,000 initiation fee. Then you get the card and you have to pay like $5,000 every year going forward.
Mm.
Yeah, that's Amex Black. Let's see,
No, thank
Amex.
you.
But it has some super exclusive benefits.
Yeah. I'm gonna start making
Uh,
dinner, Tim. I hate you being alone, but
okay.
for a
No, no,
while,
it's all cool. It's all cool.
ask Cam to take a break from all that hard work and be a co-host.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's up to something there. I've got a whole bunch of watch stuff to go through. So,
All right.
yeah.
Someone will take the baton.
Okay, Daniel. See
Okay
you
then.
later.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah. Bye bye. Gonna drop the link if anybody else wants to join us on the chart. GD says, "What the f is Cam doing?" Cam was putting together a shoe rack. Let's see his. We'll get to see his shoe collection after this. Let's see. American Express just here. Welcome bonus not available. Annual fee is 5,000. Let's see. What are the pros and the cons? Exclusivity. It's a status symbol that only a small handful can obtain. Membership rewards points are versatile and easy to redeem. That's not black exclusive. Bespoke concierge service that goes beyond the norm. Oh yeah, that's the pretty cool thing. And perks that could help negate the fees. Perks that could help negate the fees. Okay, I'm not sure about that. But the whole thing with the bespoke concierge service is they got like assistants that could help you out. The cons said it's invite only, hefty initiation fee and annual fee, ultra high annual fee required for an authorized user cards, no bonus categories. Yeah, there's no bonuses, nothing. It's just let's see. These are the bonuses. Complimentary elevation to elite status levels at several world's largest travel brands like IHG, Hilton. Oh, you get the diamond Hilton status. That's badass. Okay. And Melia rewards gold and Marriott Bonvoy gold. That's okay. That's cool. Marriott and Hilton and IHG. That's pretty cool. If you're traveling a lot, one membership point for every dollar you spend. That's like nothing. Retail benefits. Oh, you get $250 every quarter at Saks Fifth Avenue. Well, the problem with this is that Saks Fifth Avenue is extremely overpriced, and everything there costs at least $250. But you can buy those same things on like Amazon for half the price. Complimentary Delta Sky Miles Platinum Medallion. Holy shit, that's what I have. Platinum Medallion is pretty good. It took me like 3 years to get to it, but you can get it immediately. And Global Lounge Access, an invitation to Hertz Platinum, so you can rent cars. Okay, yeah. David N says, Timmy, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It definitely is. James, thank you so much for reminding to upvote. Tim G says he'll be on in 30 minutes. Oh, guys, stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. If you want to have a chat with Tim G, he's back from his vacation. He's been hunting around, hunting for cougars. Okay, and this is the platinum one. That's the card. Unfortunately. Oh, you know what I might do is apply for American Express Platinum Business Edition. If I get a call for the Patek, the 5167, that would be insane, but that's never gonna happen. So let's just keep going here. Let's take a look at what's going on in watches. What's happening in watches, Timmy? Okay, I got a whole bunch of Moda picks here. We can go through Moda, or we could try out a new segment that I call basically, I don't know, what would I call it? Basically, looking at Reddit posts on Rolex, right? This is a really good way to get the feel on what's going on in watches or in Rolex specifically, is to go to Rolex Reddit forums. Okay, and just see what people are posting here. Here's this is from today. Some guy got dad's old watch when he passed away. Says he bought it in the week Elvis died. That's pretty badass. Some guy got what is this, a sub 1680. It's freaking amazing. Somehow the zoom is either super close or kind of far. Beautiful example. Look at that. Would you replace the glass, or would you wear it as is? I would wear it as is. Doesn't really affect it that much, but I think he was in some kind of a motorcycle accident to get scratches like this. Oh, Ray says the Rolex again. Well, we're just going along because I like to check what's going on Rolex Reddit forums, because that's where people talk about when they got the call. So people get the call and then they go on the Rolex forums to brag about it. And I really get a kick out of it, seeing what new shit people are getting. And sometimes people post their old watches here. So he got a Pepsi. Okay, that's pretty cool. New pickup. Thoughts? Hey, look at this. Somebody just picked up a Datejust. It doesn't look real, to be honest. Something's off about the bezel. Maybe it is real. Maybe it's just smudged, but yeah, a white Datejust Jubilee fluted bezel. Fucking badass watch, but I wonder what he means by new pickup. Let's see some of the got the call posts. That's what I like to look at. Watches for all weather. Another Pepsi. Okay. People love their Pepsis. Oh shit, here we go. This is an interesting watch. Went gray just under 6K. Is it worth it? Hell yeah, it's worth it. Oh shoot, guys. I was just talking about the Explorer 39mm yesterday with the 369, or we were talking about the Air King, and how good the white gold 369 look on the Air King or Explorer 39. This is the Mark 1 compared to the new version. Let's see here. The Air King I've got, it has the loom filled in the 369. Loom might seem like a really good thing, and it's definitely a little bit more manufacturing wise more challenging to put the loom inside the 369, but yeah, man, it's just visually, just the white gold 369, they look so good. Looks really good. It pops. Dr. Bob's Nightmare says, at least I bought you a 15-minute reprieve with some Chinese shit. Now back to Rolex. Hey, the Atelier Wen, I almost bought that watch. I was really, I still think it might be an interesting watch to get, because if Chinese market goes anywhere, if watchmaking becomes respectable in China, that was gonna be one of the first watches that did it, and that's gonna make it super collectible and desirable. So putting in 3,000 is actually not that much if you're like a super watch enthusiast and you want to support the arts. Double error oyster perpetual. What the hell? What does the double error means? Oh no. Wait a second. No, that can't be. It's got to be fake. He's saying that this is a double error because the 3 and the 6 don't have double batons. Like, how could they make this type of error? It doesn't make any sense. This can't be. It's got to be fake. It's crazy. What? What do you think, guys? Is this possible? Is such an error possible, or is this a fake? Put in the chat, fake or real. I think this has got to be fake. How could, man? But then again, if you think about it, if they were making a fake, there's no way they would miss putting those hour markers. So why would somebody do it? Maybe this guy is some kind of a seller. Let's see. What does he say? Double error dial, oyster perpetual. He's got some comments on here. Let's pull up the comments. Says that's an incredible. Absolutely love it and would definitely keep it as is. Wonder if you could get some paperwork to authenticate it as factory defect, so there's no issue with any AD fixing it. I'm thinking the same thing. Rolex probably keeps photos from quality control process, but I doubt that they would admit they made a mistake and provide any certificate. The other would be to source a genuine dial and get it swapped out and keep the error dial safe. Have you notified Rolex? He says he hasn't notified them yet, but still thinking if he should contact them. Oh, bro, this is interesting. If it's real, then it's an interesting conundrum. Okay, hypothetically speaking, I mean, how could... Oh man, this is so hard. Because so what he asked for this watch. Theoretically speaking, I mean, this could happen because when the watches arrive at the Rolex boutique, they're in the cardboard boxes with the little window just showing what's inside. So something like this could happen. Hey, Pawn, how you doing?
Timmy, what's up, baby?
Yo, Pawn, how you doing?
Doing good, Timbo. What's happening with the Gonzo, Timmy?
It's freaking hot as shit.
Oh.
And look, I didn't want to like leave the roommate yesterday at home because she's still really depressed after after losing that brooch.
No worries, man.
Yeah, so I really don't feel right going out like drinking and partying with some 304s, if you know what I mean,
Uh,
at the
but
bar.
tip, okay. No, I get that, Timbo. Yeah, it's important. So, Timmy, but hopefully you can do something soon
Yeah. Yeah,
because,
we'll do
be-
something soon, definitely. Maybe this week, maybe next week.
yeah, because I want that mojo back, Timmy. That mojo
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, you want the mojo back. I know, I know. A lot of people say they want the mojo back, but it'll come back naturally. We just need to I don't know. We need to figure something out. What we're gonna do. Hey, private gentleman, welcome to the show.
And greetings. It will be all on the night with
Hey,
Tim Wright.
hey.
Hey, man.
Hi, TAP Tango Alpha Papa. Good evening and greetings, hopes and wishes to you, my friend.
Good evening to you, sir.
Yes, sir.
GD in the chat says drama time. Man, Pawn, you're becoming to be really well known for drama.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you like drama.
I think Curly said that I am basically mini Saad.
A mini Saad.
So I told Curly that I am basically Saad. I'm not mini Saad, man.
Hmm. Yeah, you're not Saad.
I'm
Saad,
Saad, Timmy.
you're Saad.
Yep.
You sound like Saad, but
Yep.
Saad from Atlanta.
Yes, sir. So why are we seeing this OP, Timmy? What's with the watch?
Well, I'm trying out new segment where I prowl through Rolex forums
Oh,
and see what's up, what people are doing over there. So some guy is saying that he has a double error Oyster Perpetual 49.
interesting. Okay.
See the 3 and the 6 hour
Huh?
indices don't
Yep.
have the double batons.
Oh, yeah, you're right, man.
Yeah. So the guy is saying like what should he do? Like because this is in a way a type of a collectible.
You're right.
But if Rolex finds out, they're gonna replace it with an authentic dial.
Yeah, can't blame Rolex for that.
If this is real, I mean, there's people in the chat that doubt the original poster,
Yeah.
because how could this happen? Really, second
Nah.
one this week.
Nah, I also agree with the chart, Timmy, because in manufacturing industry and in giants like Rolex, they have cameras for
Uh
doing
huh.
QC/QA, and that
Yeah.
camera is basically run by an AI. It's an automatic algorithm. So I don't think in this day and age you can get that many defects in a dial, but I may be wrong.
Mm-hmm. But like, well, let's just hypothetically say it's real. Look,
Mm,
AI makes mistakes all the time. Some guy asked AI how to keep the how to make pizza in such a way so that the cheese sticks to the dough,
mm.
and AI suggested that he use glue. Okay, so the AI is prone to making mistakes. Um, but let's just hypothetically say that this is real.
Mm,
What do you do? Like, just you guys personally. Let's say you went into a boutique. You said you wanted a green dial Oyster Perpetual. You go there, and you know what? Look, there's a possibility something like this can slip through because those sales associates, right?
mm.
That help the boss sell watches. They don't know what this watch should actually look like. You and me know that there should be double batons because we look at so many watches, but like just
Mm,
the sales associate there, that it just might like they don't care. It just might, you know, go over their head. So they
mm.
just deliver it and hand it to you. What do you do when you're at the boutique and you see this? This guy seems to suggest that he just paid and walked away.
But
Like
okay,
I think
if
I would do the same thing. I would keep it.
I,
Like
I won't even keep. Yeah, Timmy, I won't even keep it. I will go to
You
Philips
would.
auction I will go to Philips auction or Christie's and basically give this watch for auction.
Yeah, but do you think they would take it? Hello,
Eh,
Mrs. Private Gentleman.
yes. So I think auction is the way to go forward to maximize the profit.
Yeah, but once you sell it, you're not gonna be able to get another one of these.
Who cares to me? I just want that moolah.
You want the mullet. You got other things that you want to spend money on,
Yes, sir.
like what? Like a Tudor,
Why not go upscale, Timmy? What about a Patek Calatrava
a Patek Calatrava.
6119G
1 second. 6
double
0
one
0 9.
119?
Oh, 6119. Oh, that's the one that somebody has. One of the people in the watch
What
community got
color?
this.
What
The
color?
black one. The black one.
The black one, private gentleman.
I would
Yeah,
wait.
yeah. Sorry, yeah. 21,000 UK.
But if you can get it cheaper in the secondary or gray market, if
Way cheaper.
yep,
These are not worth much on the gray market.
yep.
They're like 25,000 now, I think. But the thing is, I'm not a huge fan of this. I personally, I would wait until 6196 comes out. Like 5196 has been discontinued. Then
Yep,
they
I know what
released
you're.
this. It's any moment now that they will bring back the classic.
Do you think they will bring it back?
GD20 asks, you gotta gonzo, Timmy. Oh my god, this gonzoing. People want me to do a gonzo stream. Hey, Tim.
Hey
Timji.
guys, how are you? Private
Hey,
gentleman.
welcome back. Long time no see.
Yeah, and Tap, how are you? I was in Chicago,
Good
Wisconsin.
evening, sir.
Doing,
How
doing
are
good,
you?
doing
How
good.
are you? I miss you guys. How are you guys? By the way, you did Private Gentleman and Tap, and where is Dr. Bob's Nightmare? You guys were Dr. Bob's Nightmare. You're awesome on the stream. You know, I mean, I think you're more entertaining than anyone else. And
He's a really funny
Private
guy.
Gentleman, outstanding.
Thank you very much.
And you married up, my friend. She's outstanding. Your wife is outstanding. So Tap
Yeah.
and I have to find someone just like your roommate there. So I just want to give you a heads up on that one.
That's
I
the
mean,
dream.
I have so much trouble where I live because she's quite blue blood and well up there with them. That
well, I like that. Blue bloods. Blue bloods are bloods are okay in the United States. They're not that many left. Let's just put it that way.
I'm constantly looking over my shoulder. Unfortunately.
Well, that's all right. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
It looks like Timmy is too, because he's handcuffed that he can't gonzo stream, but which is fine. I get it. I've been there, so I get it.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff has happened in the last week. I guess president quit. A president got shot. What else did we have?
I know, right? What the hell? Crazy
my
drama.
spinning. I
President, quit, shot, got COVID.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Thank
it's
you.
crazy.
What was going on? I couldn't fly. I mean, it was pretty tough. It was pretty rough.
Internet went down.
Internet. I think that was China or Russia or North Korea that did that, but that's beside me. We're not going to get into politics, but not yet at least. But all this crazy stuff, my head is spinning. I mean, I had to shut everything off because it's just too much.
But you know, Tim, this is bad for you. If you're a fan of Trump, this is really bad.
No, this is not bad for me. No one's gonna vote for it. No one's gonna vote for it.
You don't think so? So hold on. So you're thinking it doesn't matter who they replace Biden with?
No. They're
gonna be weaker against Trump.
We're not talking about politics. I'm going to tell you, Timmy. I still think we will talk politics for 1 minute, okay, and then we got to cut it off.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think he's got a shot with New York State. He doesn't have a shot with Massachusetts. He doesn't have a shot with
No,
California.
Here's what I'm asking. What do you think Trump has more chances against Biden if Biden stayed in, or
No,
does,
he
or
won't.
does he have more
No.
chances against anyone else that they
Well,
could
let's put
possibly
it this way.
replace Biden with?
I have like maybe a half a dozen black friends from various areas. They're not going to vote for Harris.
Well, we don't know
So-
if it's Harris.
No, that he picked
Timmy,
her.
you are
He,
right.
picked,
It-
he picked her already.
But-
no, he can't. He didn't pick her. That's the thing.
it's-
No,
it's
he
an
didn't.
endorsement, MG.
He endorsed her. That's not the same as picking. So they're gonna have a
I gotta tell
convention.
you something. I gotta tell you something else. What's going on with the country is really bad. He should
Well-
actually resign now.
Well,
He needs to resign now.
Nah,
because
don't get
if he's
don't get your horses
incompetent,
up,
if
man.
he's incompetent, if he's incompetent of like incoherent of his brain,
Nah.
then basically he
Timothy-
needs to resign now. He's
Timothy-
hurting
he's
the
not that
country.
crazy.
Who's
Timothy,
going,
that's
who's going to control? I mean, it takes 7 minutes for
Timothy-
Russia to nuke us.
one sec,
7
MG.
minutes.
You
Huh?
can't disrespect the president like that.
No,
I'm
he
sorry
needs
to
to
say,
resign.
but
He needs to resign now.
Timothy,
Yeah.
Now.
Timothy, you have to respect the position. Whether
I do
that's a
respect
Democrat,
the position. I don't respect the person.
nope, Timothy, you have to.
Okay,
Yeah.
and
you have
that's
to
it.
make a
That's the
line.
difference. The other problem is these guys are crooks right now in the office. They're crooks. I mean, they put lame people in for the. I mean, it doesn't. You look at. how
Okay.
Trump is
Well,
affected.
look,
Let's just move
okay.
on.
We shouldn't
Let's just
discuss
move on.
politics,
Let's
MG.
move on.
Of course.
Let's
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
move
Look,
on.
And the other,
hold on.
the
Hold
other
on.
thing, real quick,
Look.
is JD Vance is going to be the next president in the next 10 years.
Please,
Taft,
man, please, no more politics.
This
Timothy.
is where we
Okay.
disagree.
Hold on.
The toughest
hold
law,
on, Tim.
the
Slow
toughest
down.
graduate school in the country is Yale Law School. Whether people like it,
Okay,
it's
well,
the
look-
toughest.
That's
Graduates,
debatable,
yes.
Timothy.
Yes. He got
Okay.
in as a white guy, okay, making no money, had no money, not a minority, not a minority.
Tim, he
can't
said
you
he
just
was a
stop
never
watching?
Trumper. I don't get it.
Why are you
Like
talking politics?
JD Vance,
I was a never Trumper. I was a never Trumper in 2016.
Okay, but like
and
you're
you took
not
a
a
wrong turn,
politician.
Timothy.
Politicians are actually
you don't know that.
they're the ones.
Timmy, I was at the convention. You
Well,
don't
well,
know
how
what
can
I
you-
am. You don't know what I am. I'm
But
sorry.
Tim, but
You don't
but
know. You
Tim,
don't know if I'm a
I
delegate or
personally I
something
just
like
don't
that.
trust people who kind of change their mind like that.
Oh,
So,
stop!
Yep.
Stop!
it's
Everyone
just
changes
that's
their
just
mind.
what happens. No,
Yeah,
not
I
everybody.
trust yeah, Timothy.
I told
Timmy.
you I didn't
Look.
like you when you were with Archie. I hated you.
Okay.
I
Okay,
love you
that's fine. That's fine. Okay,
That's the
look,
same
but
thing.
I'm not. Listen, Tim. Okay, look, you might have disagreements. You might not like certain people. That's irrelevant.
I
All
don't
I'm
hate I
asking-
don't hate anybody. I
but-
just think
okay,
some
look,
people are
Tim.
losers. Yeah.
All I'm asking, right, is just I'm talking about statistics here. Okay, I don't
Yeah,
like. I have no
sure.
influence who's gonna win or who's going to lose, right? And
I-
you
it-
might
it
think
just-
that Biden is doing terrible job. That's your opinion. That's fine.
He's doing
but
an awful job.
but-
I mean,
okay,
we should
okay,
never
okay.
had inflation. We should never had inflation the way we did.
I
Okay,
think
look-
let's
Never
move on,
had it.
Timothy.
I
move
think other people would disagree. Okay, because
Well, we'll see.
you're
We'll see
talking
what happens.
generalities, Tim. You're talking about a lot of generalities.
He's going to bring back manufacturing in our country. I mean, you go to these. You go to
Well,
these
some
other
would say
states.
that. Look, Tim, if you're gonna say like manufacturing, are you really comparing like where manufacturing went
Yes,
under
yes,
Trump versus
yes. If you go to
and what's your
Ohio,
source?
If
And
you go
where
to
do you?
Ohio,
What's your sources?
Wisconsin, Yes. If you go to the Rust
Where-
Belt, yes.
Where is
I
your
am.
source? What do you
I-
source
I
this
ha-
information on?
Let's just put it this way. I was at the Republican convention.
But
that's
they're
all I
gonna
gotta
tell
say.
you what you want to hear. They're not gonna
No,
give you
no, they're
facts.
not. No,
That's-
they're not. No, they're not,
Yes,
because
and the same
no,
thing
they're
with the
not.
Democrats.
No, they're
They'll
not.
just tell you what you want to hear. I'm
And
telling you,
Timothy-
where's the facts?
And
Because
Timothy,
I don't really care what one side says or what the
And
other
No,
side
no,
says.
guys, the
I
thing
want
is-
I
all
just go by
So let's
facts.
just stop. Let's just stop. We're gonna
Yeah,
have,
okay.
we're gonna have this
So-
discussion. We're
so
gonna have
that's
this
what-
discussion in
So-
November. We're gonna
Yeah.
have
So
this
Tim,
discussion in
so
November.
Tim, if let's say if you are for Trump and you think Trump is the best choice, all I'm talking about is that Biden dropping out would probably be bad for Trump, because if you think that Trump
Yes, sir.
if you think that Biden is bad, if Trump if Biden gets replaced by someone, someone who's
Timmy,
better, then
Timmy,
chances are Trump is
Timmy,
going to
Timmy,
lose. I'm just
Timmy,
saying, but you're saying like it's a
Timmy,
good
Timmy,
thing.
it's
So I
gotta
don't
be
understand.
it's gotta be Harris as the next, because it's going to piss off the black vote in the United States if it's not her. It's going to piss off the black
It's
vote.
not her. It's not
Okay.
going to be her.
Looks,
All right. He's already
It's not
picked
going to
her.
be her.
He's
I
already
think
picked
so,
her.
Timmy.
Well, how it can't piss off them more than Trump? Trump has
Yeah.
2 white guys.
I have sources that more black men are going to be voting for
Oh,
Trump.
but
to
so
start
what
out.
are you saying? So I don't understand. If Democrats
Hold
have 2
on.
white guys
Timothy,
and
now that's
and
unbelievable.
Republicans have 2 white guys, or it's going to be a
I'm
wash
telling
there.
you,
I don't
I'm telling
understand
you,
how
it's going to be a landslide. It's going to be he may take
this
New York.
doesn't look like
He
a landslide.
may take
Yeah,
New York,
opinion
Well,
polls
which
say
is
something else.
impossible. Which is impossible. He may take New York. He's not going to take
That's-
Massachusetts. He's not going to take California, but he may.
Look,
New York
listen,
is in play.
Tim, I heard this kind of predictions in the
Okay.
past.
Yep.
The red wave. Remember the red wave?
Yeah,
Yep.
in 2016.
It never
yeah, I
came.
do.
It
Yeah, it
never
never
came.
happened.
They got
You are right.
trounced.
No,
Ever
okay,
since.
we're gonna see
Yeah,
what
well,
happens. We're gonna
that's
see what
that's
happens.
what they were saying in the past. They said
Policy
red
is-
wave
Policy is everything.
for
Okay,
midterm elections.
Now we're switching
So-
back. We're switching back to watches now. We'll
Okay,
talk about this
all
in
right.
November. Okay.
Okay,
Then,
yeah,
just-
we'll talk. That's why I like to talk about numbers and facts, Tim.
Remember this day.
You get way too
Remember this
emotional
day. Just
about
remember
these
this day.
politicians.
No, I'm
They
not
don't
getting
care about you.
emotional. I'm not getting emotional. JD
Timothy.
Vance is going. JD Vance is going to
Please,
be the
Timothy,
next
please,
president
man.
after Trump.
Let's
JD
drop
JD
Vance
Vance,
is one of the
Timothy.
biggest scumbags
No, no,
in United States. Come
one
on,
of the
man.
smartest.
He's just a
people.
purse. Trump chose him because he's a purse. He's got big
He's
money.
he's
and Trump needs a
brilliant.
bailout.
He's brilliant.
Yeah.
He didn't
He's
choose him because he's brilliant. He
smarter
chose
than
him
you,
because he's got a
I,
lot of
and
money.
Cap combined.
It's
He's
all
got
about
like
the money.
180 IQ. He's got a.
But it's not about the IQ.
Who cares about
Okay.
IQ, Tim G? I still
Who cares
don't get
about
that.
IQ? You're right. Well, you got Biden in there who has no IQ. You're right. You're
Tim
right.
G,
But-
can I be honest with you, Tim G? All these politicians have smart staffer under them. You know that. All the staffers under these politicians are Harvard
I'm not.
grads.
Tab,
Yeah.
I love you, but I'm not agreeing with you. Okay.
But you know
It's
that
all
all
about
the
the
staffers
staff.
are
I'm not
educated.
agreeing with you.
I
And
don't
each
care about
president
the
comes in with
politician, yeah.
2,000 people. The staff is everything. It's not
Yep.
about the president. You're
Yep.
not technically voting for president. You're voting for administration and what it's going, the kind of people that it's going to bring in.
You're voting for policy.
No,
voting for
you're
policy.
not.
Yes,
No,
you
you're not.
are.
No,
Yes,
you're
you
not.
are. Yeah.
Because that's exactly.
Obviously-
Trump has no
obviously, Timmy-
policy. Trump has no policy.
Timmy.
He has no
changed-
policy. What do
he
you
changed
mean?
Roe
What
versus
policy?
Wade.
People
He
don't
changed
care.
Roe versus Wade.
People don't care about the policy. What is Trump's policy?
I thought that was settled law.
Tim,
I
Tim,
thought that
what
was
is Trump's
settled law.
policies? What is JD Vance's policy?
This is to be American first.
That's not a policy. America
It is.
first. That's
It
not
is.
a policy.
Because you're creating jobs in America.
It's
You're
not a
creating
policy.
slogan,
jobs
Okay,
in
look,
America.
Tim. I mean, it's all.
I'm
This is
sorry.
what I'm saying. Like, it's so abstract.
No,
It's-
no.
Yeah.
It's not a
It's a
policy.
huge-
I hate
it's
to
a
break it to you,
huge
but
issue.
America first
It's
is
a
not a
huge
policy.
issue. Are you kidding? He changed Trump. I thought Roe versus Wade was settled law. He changed that. He
But that's a bad
changed that.
thing. He took away the
that's a
rights
bad
from
thing. Yep.
people.
Is it really
They
a
took
bad
away
thing?
the
What's
women's
next?
rights.
They're gonna
Is
take
it
away
really a bad thing?
election
I'm just
rights
gonna
from
play
black
devil advocate
people.
on
What's
this.
next?
Is it a bad thing
Timmy,
if you're killing
that's
a
the
baby?
next plan for them.
Is it a bad thing if you're killing a baby
So,
after
Timmy,
9 months?
they are
That's
coming
where it was
after-
going.
They are
That's where it
coming
was
after
going.
That's not what they
abortion.
were doing.
They are
Yeah,
Tim.
coming
they were
after
doing that.
minority
That's
If
what
they
they
can
wanted.
take away
It's
women's
about-
right,
it should
if
be
they
a
can take
state-
away women's right to abortion, then they can take away the black people's right
Oh,
to
stop. Oh, stop.
kind
Yep.
of equality. Let's bring back
Oh,
segregation, right? Like that's look, everything is. But we had segregation, we had slavery in the United States.
There is
If we could
segregation.
take away
There was
one
not only
thing, we
slavery
could.
in the United States, Timmy. There was
Yeah,
slavery
they
in
will bring
Europe.
it
There was
back to me.
slavery in Ukraine, for
I
Christ's sake.
mean,
There was
dude.
slavery in Ukraine. Okay. And there's
Yes,
still-
of course.
There was
Timmy.
slavery everywhere at that time.
Of course,
And
but
But
now
that's
GOP
what I'm
will
saying.
bring it
Like
back, Timji.
roll it back.
we're
roll it
going back. We're
The
rolling
tribes were
back.
selling their
GOP will
tribes.
bring back slavery,
Tribes were
guys.
taking over other tribes.
Bring
for
back
Christ's
slavery.
Yeah, they
I
will
mean,
bring
come
back
on,
slavery.
Come on, Timmy. Come on, Timmy. All I know is I think I need retribution because this president has been a dope for the last 3 years, and his policies.
Well,
people
which
have been
policy you don't
I
like of
need
his?
I
Which
still don't get that.
policy?
What policy?
Which policies? Too much money to foreign governments. too much. He's been paying. What else? Afghanistan.
Which country?
Afghanistan, fuck up.
Are you
No
talking
one
about
got fired
Israel?
for
Are
the
you saying that
Afghanistan
Biden is
fuck up.
sending too much money to Israel?
Sending too much money to Ukraine and Israel? How does that sound?
Well, I mean,
How about no
I'm just
money?
asking you
How
a
about
question.
No money. How about no money to either of the countries? How does that
Well,
sound?
if Russia takes Ukraine, then they're gonna
Russia
take
has
Poland.
been
They're
taking
gonna keep doing.
Ukraine since the Obama administration. Oh no, since the Clinton
Yes, and no,
administration.
yeah,
the
and people.
only person that didn't take Ukraine was during the Trump administration. That is the fact.
How is that a
Huh?
fact?
That
They
is
were
a
they
fact.
were
Why does
doing
it
the same
matter?
thing.
I still don't get that.
They were
Russia
doing the
took
same thing.
territory under
Yep.
Clinton. He took territory over Obama, and he took territory under Biden. The only administration he didn't take was from Trump.
Nah.
I don't believe
Trump will
that.
sell out
That's not
you
true.
guys are
It's
afraid
not
of the
true.
truth.
Trump will
You're
No,
sell out.
it's
afraid of the
not.
truth.
It's
They will
not
sell
true.
out.
Show me how it's true. Show me where it's.
That's
Show me where it says that.
I can,
Show,
you know what? Google,
show me where it says that. Where did you read?
What?
Where did you
Take
get
a
this
day and
information?
Google that. Take a day and Google that.
No, you Google it and send it to me.
That's years,
Because
and years
it's not.
of
No,
experience.
it never.
That's
No, it's
years,
not.
years,
He didn't
and
do
years of
it.
experience.
Dude, he was just not. He was.
Okay?
He wasn't.
I'm not talking about a 38-year-old guy. I'm
wasn't
talking
even
about
doing
a
anything.
63-year-old guy.
He was just
okay?
busy playing
I'm
golf,
just giving
man.
you-
Come on.
I'm giving you all this stuff.
He-
Anyway, let's not
no,
talk
you're
about-
not
let's get off
giving
the
me
whole crap.
anything. You're just,
I'm
you
like
know.
a lightning rod, which is good.
Look, okay,
But
you
anyway,
like the guy. Look, I don't disagree that you like the guy. You can like the guy, but you have too many kind of
No,
you
no,
believe too many
I hate to
talking
tell you this,
points.
Timmy, you've been living in New York too long.
You
New York
listen to
City
too
too
many
long.
talking points,
No.
Tim,
You need
that
Tim,
don't have
Timmy,
any substance
Timmy,
behind
instead of
it.
going to like Paris and London and stuff, you should see the 50 states before you start
Well,
talking. Okay, I'm serious. It's a huge difference. You need to see like the 50 states. I'm serious. You need to go out and just travel to the 50 states. That's all you need to do. And then you can get a clue on everything, because the world is not New York. Even though New York City is the greatest city in the world, it does not, it skews you. It totally skews you.
Well, I think you're skewed.
No, not at all.
Because when I asked
Not
you
at
about
all.
where
Not at
where
all,
where
because
did you
I-
get this information,
Timmy,
you just
Timmy,
said
I grew-
Google it.
Timmy, I
And
grew
last
up-
time I Googled
Timmy.
something, someone was telling me something. I Googled it, and it was completely untrue.
No.
They
Timmy,
misunderstood
Timmy,
the article.
I grew
It was
up in
embarrassing.
Timmy, I grew up in Liberalville, Cambridge, Massachusetts. I grew up in Concord, Massachusetts, which was a train line to all the wacky.
Okay, what do
lists
you want me
all
to
the way along.
Google?
Huh?
What do you want me to Google? All
I-
wars that
we're
happened
talking about
under
what?
Trump?
We're moving on because we're gonna get rid of.
Do you want me to Google all the wars that happened under Trump? I mean, what do you want me?
No, let's Google how many wars happened with Clinton first. Let's start from Clinton.
Look,
Yeah, this will take the whole.
it's not.
show.
The Clinton is not involved here.
Sure, they're involved right now. They're giving policy. They're giving
They're
policy. to
not.
Biden.
They're not. They
Hillary
have no
Clinton
power.
wants to be
They have
president
no power.
Okay,
Come on,
okay,
Tim.
all right.
This
And
is
Obama has no
ridiculous.
policy, and none of these guys have any policy. Timmy, they're all working
The
under.
Khashoggi assassination happened under Trump,
Yeah.
right? And he didn't do anything about it, right?
But no, he's very like unity, like humbled by it. He's even changed from it. You think about it. You
Yeah,
get
not
shot.
really.
You're a centimeter from the ear, 130 meters. The Secret Service basically fucked up, and they wanted them to fuck up. I mean, I think that was part of the gig too. It's all smelly, Timmy. It's all smelly. Okay, it's all smelly. All right.
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah,
let's move on.
smelly.
Let's talk about why. Let's talk about watching. What I'm really pissed off about, really pissed off about.
Yeah,
is
what really pisses you off?
Your Richard Mille. You said that the Richard Mille 11 was your favorite watch.
Well, yeah, I think Richard Mille 11 is the icon.
Okay,
It's the-
I totally disagree.
You think
their best watch? So let's get on.
You think like a
Richard-
Bubba Watson would be more iconic
Too fat,
than
too
RM 11?
Too fat. That's hype. Too fat.
I know it's fat, but like I think it's got presence to it. It's got the Richard Mille presence. Like it's a Richard Mille. There's a lot of like smaller, cuter Richard Milles.
So the best Richard Mille, which I'm on the list for, okay, the best Richard Mille is the RM 72-01 in gold.
72 dash. Oh well, this is like modern
Gold in
Richard
gold
Mille. This
in
is the
gold
best one. Yeah, in
in
gold.
gold. And I'll tell you the reason why. It's
That's actually what Cars and Chrono has in
it's a
rose gold.
flyback.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what you want. Flyback. And
Yeah.
basically it's thinner.
Yes, it's better
And
wearing, but it's a lot
it's
more expensive.
a lot more expensive.
It's more compact, it's more wearable. It's about twice as wearable, twice as more wearable. The dial is a lot more legible. The chronograph movement is better. It's actually a Le Mans style chronograph that goes to 24 hours. And it's just, it's a lot chunkier, but it's not an annual calendar. I think
No,
RM11 is
this is
annual,
just a flyback
just a
chrono.
date. Yeah.
This is their best watch, in my opinion.
Yeah, but it's expensive. This is the best watch if
185
money is no option.
185 to 200K. They go for like 300. You can sell it for 100K more right now still. And there's not that still. And you can't, if you get it in gold like that, if you get it in gold, it's actually worth a little bit more.
Wow. Well, I think
the average second-hand price is 225 to 250 on the grey.
225
to 250.
They dropped a lot. That's below retail now.
No, retail's around 210.
Yeah, I was talking grey, possibly grey.
Okay. I think
you're talking about the gold one, not the
definitely. The gold seems to be the place where everybody's going at the moment, be it all or two-tone.
So okay, let's keep on going. Let's just keep on going on watches though, since we're gonna
let's keep going. You
feel
a little bit better, Tim G?
No, I feel good.
Cool.
So
cool.
good.
Calm
we're
down.
all good. We're always good. So anyway,
politics is hard.
Huh? No, it's not. People can't get
very
offended.
divisive.
That's good. It should be. Anyway, so Thursday I get a phone call from an AD that I thought sucked wind. I sent you the so early about a month and a half ago, they said I have your watch. I sent you the link. I sent you the it's in the WhatsApp app.
You want me to pull it up? Okay,
yeah. I'll let you pull it up, but you got to make sure that my full name's not on there. I don't care about the AD.
Let me just see here real quick. Let's see here.
Oh wow.
So I've got like around the I play the game, so I've got like 5 or 6, 8 Rolex ADs. I just don't want any more Rolexes. I'm just
the text. You want me to pull up the text?
Yeah, I don't see it as a problem. Make sure my full name's not on it.
I'll cut it out. Hold on a second here.
So anyway, I don't care about them. So anyway, there's an AD in New Hampshire. So I've got like 3 big ones and like 3 small, teeny ones. This one's a teeny one. And they said, your watch is ready about a month and a half ago. And it was an Explorer. And I thought I took my name off the list. And I said, I don't need an Explorer. And the guy said, well, if you don't take it, you're going to be off the list.
It's pretty crazy.
All right. You're going to be completely off our list. That's what he said, the AD. And I said, whoa, I didn't want this until like 2026 if this was going to happen. And now you're telling me I need to take this watch now. And he said, yeah, we don't have a choice on this matter. You're going to be off the list. So I said, fine. I'll talk to the Rolex trustee guy that I know that actually went to school with me. And I'll just talk to him. Well, the minute I hung up with him, I hung up with the AD. I called the
Is this okay?
Yeah, that's fine. That's cool.
Okay, here we go.
I called the Rolex guy in Switzerland. He doesn't live in Geneva, but he lives in Switzerland. I said, the Rolex trustee guy, and I said, hey, I'm just going to use a name, Jack. How's it going? He goes, hey, Tim, you jackass. How's it going? And we started talking. Go, how's your wife? Good. He goes, you still playing the field? I go, yeah. I can't find anybody. And so we started talking about women a little bit, and then we went back to watches. I said, hey, there's this AD that just kicked me off the list because I didn't want a watch that I told him I wanted in 2026. I go, is that policy? He goes, nah, not really. Let me see what happens. So anyway, I get a text on Thursday while I was away.
This is the text. Can I read it?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the text that Tim G gets. You did say it was for a future gift. I will give you that. Like he's like trying to justify it. That's hilarious. However, you never said there was only a very specific future time window. Of course there's a future time window. I'm not going to wait forever until the freaking chickens come home to roost. When you would follow through on the purchase. When the customer gets a queue for a Rolex, they should be 100% buyer for it the day they get in the queue, because arrival time is uncontrollable. So basically, you have to have the money in the bank for the watch, and you could get the phone call anytime for the next 5 years. It's ridiculous. And had you communicated your future purchase window, oh, now he's fucking twisting it on you. It's your fault. You didn't communicate enough. Is this dude your wife or something?
Yeah, that's what it makes. That's what
is this your girlfriend?
Yeah, that's
She sounds like your fiance. I would have respectfully declined to add you to the queue until you were ready to purchase. Oh, damn. Now this guy is screwed up because he has nobody to buy. He's fucked. This is all.
He can sell an Explorer. He can sell an Explorer, regular 40-meter Explorer.
Yeah, but he probably is going to lose it to some other sales associate that had it on her queue.
You're probably right. So
that's why he's upset.
That's exactly right. So that was he back with Wen, and then do you have the next?
So let me just finish it here. Okay. It says this is all because with Rolex arrival time frames, nobody has control over when the watch arrives. They come when they come, so to speak. I'm always open to talking this out more in the future if you still feel the need. Sorry, 1 second. Let me get the second text here.
No, hold on. You want to see that? You want to see the bottom part? There's the bottom part.
Here. Yeah, this is what you replied. I said 2026 again. Not into this. Rolex Geneva has been notified. Call me next week. Thanks. Your policy should not correct according to Rolex Geneva and other ADs.
Meaning that they fucked up. That he fucked up. Okay.
Did he get it to you for too early?
They got it. They're getting too early. I mean, they should just jump to another person. So on Thursday, I get this text from this hot chick that is one of the other ADs there. Okay, because I sort of like dealing with guys. Okay, boom, boom, bam. I'm picking it up tomorrow.
Oh, right. Well done. Oh, dear.
So you're getting this watch
tomorrow, but I'm selling it immediately. I already sold it.
Oh yeah. Jeez.
I don't want any more Rolexes. I just want 2 more watches and that's it.
Jeez. Okay.
Very nice. Very nice.
Hey, Tap. Sorry if I offended you. You're actually a better person than I am.
Daytona is available for you. Okay. Wow. Very interesting. That's a good configuration. Wow. Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you it's okay to be a dick. Okay.
Yeah. So this is from the same AD.
This is from the same AD. Different. A woman now is dealing with me, not the other guy. Interesting, huh?
Wow. And you're flipping this?
I'm
passing it over to someone you know.
They can get I think they can get 42 for it. I told the guy just give me $5,000 more than there's no tax in New Hampshire.
Oh, so you're getting $5,000 on gain
on top. So I'm basically just dropping it off to him.
Wow.
Interesting, huh?
This is a great piece.
You think so?
This type of watch has caused a lot of dramas in the watch community.
Oh well, you know what?
I
actually wanted one, but I don't want one anymore. I just want a Vacheron, and I just want I just want the 39 millimeter Vacheron now, and I just want an RM, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm done for a while. The RM is going to take some time. They told me I'm like number 2 on the list,
Mm.
on that list for that one that I just showed you.
This is pretty cool. You want to unbox it on the stream before you flip
No.
it over, or you're
No,
sending it to a different state?
Basically, I'm dropping it off in the car with him.
Oh yeah, right away.
Yeah.
Jeez. That's pretty good. It's pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. 5K.
I had to pay for the whole thing. So
Yeah.
I did send them a wire on Friday,
Mhm.
which they obviously liked because I didn't put it on a card.
Would you keep this watch if you wanted
You know
it?
what? I gotta tell you, I like them, but I don't love it
Mhm. Why you don't like it?
because I've had every Rolex and I'm sort of like fatigued.
Sorry?
Ray Ray sent that Ray Ray's. Can you look at Ray
Oh.
Ray's?
I'm just changing my picture.
Okay, Ray, I'm getting it here. Just a second.
Why, you think I should have kept this?
No. It's a great watch, but
You know, I in all honesty, I like the older version better because again, that rim bothers me.
I like it on the full white gold bracelet with white gold bezel. I think it's better that way.
I don't think you can get it without the Oyster Flex. This, I think you have to get this with the Oyster Flex, the Daytona, the Panda with the Oyster Flex. I don't think you can get that with the. I don't think so. Someone can correct me.
No, you
I don't
can.
You sure?
Yeah. I was actually.
I have a big problem
show
now
you.
with Rolex because I just don't want any. I mean, it's really stupid. It's like almost like throwing out like a hot chick out of your bed.
It's because they're so similar. It's very hard to find a reason to keep one. This one right here, see? Oh, there's
Also,
there's
the funny
different
thing
versions.
is, if you chrono,
This
I mean,
one.
this,
Oh, wow, look at that.
that's
This is what it
actually,
would look. Whoa!
yeah, I don't know if I could have gotten the bracelet with that though.
Actually, for flipping, it's better to get on the Oyster Flex because it's so much cheaper.
Well, how much is this?
This is 44,300 with taxes, 50 grand.
Yeah, well, that's why you sent well, no, you would from an AD, you would have to pay for this. I would see that's why I like New Hampshire is that you don't have tax on goods.
Yeah.
You gotta play the game, Timmy. Because
But
believe it or not, for
they've been
6%.
slowly eliminating the different taxes different states that don't have sales taxes. Right?
Yeah.
Those that used to be like 14 states, and now it's down to what, 3 states?
Oh, hold on. So, Wyoming doesn't, Washington State doesn't have sales tax, and New Hampshire doesn't have sales tax. The biggest problem when I go down south, like when I go to Tennessee or Louisiana or whatever, is so this is where I'm socialist. It's a regression tax. So they have sales tax. It's like 9.5%, 10%. So basically, you're screwing the poor when they buy toothpaste because
Yes.
they have to pay the 10% as well as a guy that makes $250,000. Okay, so the consumption tax is like totally effed up in the South because that's where it screws up. New Hampshire has no sales tax. What they do have, which sucks, is you go to a restaurant there, it's like 9.5%. And then what they do is they tack on all these bullshit fees now after COVID, like kitchen fee, service fee, and they add like an extra 2 or 3% on top. And Portland, Maine is really noted for it. They add all these like specific percentages. And I hate when restaurants do that. They should just put the, how much it costs on the menu and call it a day. And then you give a tip and you pay the state tax and you move on. I mean,
It's all these mind games.
Yeah. It's just too much. I don't go back to restaurants that play these like percentages. Like I went to a real nice restaurant in Chicago yesterday, and they did that too. And I said, "What the f? I mean, why? Just throw it on the menu and just put it on the menu. Add the 2.5% and 3% on, and then they add the state tax, Chicago tax, and state tax, and everything else." But anyway, Yeah, you're right. But anyway, I made $5,000, and he's a good guy. This guy that I deal with.
So you made it you made $5,000 because you were able to buy it tax free. And
I would have charged $5,000 even with the tax. I mean, I would have
uh-huh.
I would have just added it on. So if I bought it in New York, or New York is what the tax is what 7%.
And then he's gonna make like another $2,000 or $3,000.
He'll probably he said he's already flipped it.
Oh, it was already.
He's so if you look at Chrono 24, this is what sucks about that watch. It's like that watch came out in March, and I really look at this at Chrono 24, how much supply there is, and if it's over 20, it's too much. Okay, there's like 148 of these things already.
Yeah, because everybody who's buying the watch right now,
It's flipping.
they're all flippers.
Yeah,
It's only flippers. Only people who are going to flip the watch as soon as possible are the ones who buy watches right now.
I guess I'm a flipper, you know.
Yeah,
so I mean, I am who I am.
you have to you have to pass this knowledge on to Cam. He's been freaking struggling over there. Did you see?
Well,
he joined the stream.
the problem with
together
Atlanta,
IKEA.
and it's a great city. The problem with Atlanta, when you go to all these other, like Cam should be going to like 5 different markets. He was in New York, so he should have hit like 2 other Rolex. And granted, they probably wouldn't have, or they might have. You don't know. Or and then he should, wherever he travels, he should just go to a Rolex and make acquaintance with them and say, "This is what I want." Give him, and I give him a paper list. I just put it down. The problem is, I just don't want anything right now from Rolex. I just don't. I need a Rolex in my collection. Right now, I only have 2 watches. I have that tag, and I have that ep1288, which I want to get rid of, believe it or not. And then the next watches I'm going to keep forever. So there's like 2 watches that I really want, and I don't know what I want for Rolex. I actually like the John Wayne, believe it or not. But I just don't want stainless steel anymore, or bands. I just don't want them. What I've learned is I go to too many of these hot, muggy areas that I prefer rubber.
Yeah, you know, the problem with Rolex rubber is that it's very difficult to change it, right? It's impossible.
You can't change it. I had the Yachtmaster Oyster Flex in white gold, and I love that watch because it had the class that was what's the name of that class? I forget, but it was same as the Submariner has. And basically, it was a phenomenal watch. It was phenomenal, but I just got sick of it. I just got sick of it, you know. So
I was at the Rolex boutique like last week.
Yeah.
And they had, the reason I went in is because they had this one, the black gray.
I love that
in the window. Yeah,
but
it looks so professional, right?
But I don't know if I'd get it in the Oyster. I'd rather get the Jubilee bracelet.
No, I like the way it looks in the Oyster.
Okay. I'm a Jubilee guy, so maybe I'm just like a pussy. I don't know. I don't know. But basically, this is a beautiful watch. Some people don't like it because they just wish it was a black, and called it a day, you know. But
hey, by the way, that's what John Doe picked up, a Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, I think that's a great watch. And you know what you have for the Daytona, the stainless steel. I mean, that's a classic. But the problem I have with that one is you go to Miami. I don't know if they're fake or real, but like you go to like True Luck, a restaurant bar on Brickell Avenue, you hang out there, and it gets packed on a Thursday because they have whatever. And every other guy, and women have one of those watches. I don't know if they're fake or real, but they've got one. I'm just like, how many Daytonas are out there? Okay. And the thing is that there's just so many. I just don't want to be with the pack. They're beautiful. All Rolexes are beautiful. All Tudors. Yeah. I mean, what Private Gentleman was talking about with Tudor and what Kleiner has and everything else. Those are great watches. For the money, those are probably the best watches to get, period. And you know, that pink one, I don't get the hype on that, but that's beside the point, you know? I mean, you guys were talking about that while I was going on, but I think they're for the money. I think those are outstanding values, outstanding for new. So I don't know. So tomorrow at like 10 o'clock, I'm picking up the watch. The guy's going to be in the car. We're going to a hot dog restaurant in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And basically I'm giving him the watch. He's giving me his dough, and basically he's told me he already sold it.
Nice. But
And the thing-
that's
the-
how you want to do this business. Remember, I've been telling people, like, I don't think it's possible to make money flipping watches, or like make serious
No, you can't.
money.
You can't a second for something like that. But the thing is,
You
in this,
can't make a living right now.
yeah, exactly.
flipping
And
watches.
I just don't want. I just personally don't. Rolexes aren't me anymore. They're just not me. I love them. I mean,
Very generic.
they're phenomenal. It's but it's like, it's like a starter home. I've done it. I mean, I don't want to be like too posh, but it's just like whatever. I just don't. I don't need them. I just don't need it. And the thing is that my kids, my daughter's got a Cartier, my son's got his Rolex, which he never wears, which I don't say anything, because if I said something, he'd run the other way, and so would my daughter. But the thing is they're not watch people yet.
Yeah. But
Okay.
But you know what? People who don't know about watches, they're really attracted to this look. Right? This watch is not for you. It's
This
I think
is a
you
phenomenal.
had a Rolex overdose. Rolex
That's
is
exactly
like a drug.
that's exactly correct.
The more
Over
you
the
have
years,
it, the more you need it.
over the years, and I still like Patek. I think they're making finally more Aquanauts and Nautiluses. I think they're going to make a ton. All right, because they know they can get premiums for them and everything else, and so I think they're going to make a ton. And obviously, their dress watches are dropping. Unfortunately, there's a dress watch, the real simple one that I want from Vacheron. That's like 25 too. It hasn't even come out yet, but there's the boutique in New York. They're humping me. The Miami's humping me, and the one in Chicago's humping me. So I have to pick which one, and that's going to be a sad story, which one I go to. But I mean, there's no demand.
Whichever one gives you the best watch. It's the
yeah,
roles have been reversed, Tim G.
Huh? I don't know.
roles have
They'll
been
throw in a
reversed.
band. They'll throw in a band. They won't do anything else. They're not going to give me a discount.
They can't ban you. This whole thing about banning customers is ridiculous, because it's not like they can replace these existing customers with new
Well,
ones
obviously that
so
little
easily.
AD up in. I mean, I have 3 little ADs. One in Chattanooga, who are just magnificent. I mean, they're just magnificent, but they just don't get the volume like a New York or a Boston does. And then I've got obviously Boston, and then I've got Miami. I've got, believe it or not, I've got Frankfurt. I got Kentucky. I got
What should I ask for, Tim, in the Rolex idea? What
this.
watch is flippable? This one right here?
No,
But
you're
they're not
this.
gonna
I
sell
think
it to me as a first
22,
watch.
No, you have what should you ask for? You always should ask. I think you should always ask for an Explorer 1, or a regular old sub no day. That's what
Yeah,
I
I've
think
already
you should
got
always
that one.
ask for first, and then
What-
you go to something else. That's what I think.
Explorer 1 or what?
Explorer 1 or a regular sub no date.
Sub no date. Okay, you think I should ask for sub no date?
Because you'll never I mean, you'll lose a little bit of money if you need
Yeah.
to sell them, but you're never going to lose a
Oh.
ton.
I'm gonna lose money on selling a sub. That's insane. Jesus, it's hard.
Yeah,
The watch
Derek,
market
I
is
am.
so hard
I'm higher than a
nowadays.
kite right now.
But this is a pretty cool watch.
I love it, and I
know,
like
I've
what
wa-
Kleiner's got. I like everything that Private Gentleman's got. I just
You know, Tim,
the whole-
I didn't know what to ask them for. They tried to get me to buy a watch or get me on the wait list.
well,
I didn't
that's
even know what to tell them, what to
well,
put
you
me
know what?
on.
You look at the catalog.
There's
you,
nothing.
Yeah, you type it down. You type it in. You put your name. This is what I do, and then I come in with the 8.5 by, and I give them 3. And basically, unfortunately, I don't like the 1908 because I don't like the dial on it. They should guilloche that damn thing. That bothers me. The stamping, even what they did with
Atelier Wen has real guilloche, and they're doing the same guilloche as Rolex is doing a fake. Did you know that?
I mean, if you need to charge more, people schmucks like myself will pay a couple grand more for a guilloche.
All right,
No,
it's
no,
like
real guilloche is like 30. It's thousands. It goes
well, the
thousands.
platinum is a beautiful. The platinum 1908 is beautiful. The problem is that the two problems, and unfortunately, the Patek guy gave me and you guys pointed it out. I didn't even know what chaton or whatever it is. That's
Fake
one of
chatons.
the chaton, fake chatons, and the other one is
Chaton.
the fact that it's not guilloche, it's stamped. I mean, these high end like AP, I like that cheap AP, but it's not even it's stamped again. They're all stamped. I mean, what the F? Stop.
Yeah.
I mean, you're paying $25,000 for a stainless steel watch and it's not guilloche. I mean, give me
Well,
an effing break.
But because they do it because you can't nitpick it. Because when you stamp it, it becomes every dial becomes identical to each other. But if you guilloche it, it's very easy to make an imperfection. And I think like Atelier Wen, they can allow an imperfection or two here and there, or maybe multiple, maybe 10 imperfections. But with Rolex, that people are a lot more pickier. So I don't think it's possible for them to do.
Well, I think this
unless it's a very exclusive dial. Like if they put they're gonna put a real guilloche in the freaking day and charge like 90,000 for it.
well, people would buy that.
People would buy it easily.
People would definitely buy that.
Yes,
I
they
mean,
would.
there like 50% of the east side of Manhattan who live north of 42nd Street on the east side would buy that, for Christ's sakes. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a no-brainer, you know? All those people make more money than God. So they would buy that. All right.
Yes,
so
they would.
So that's just silly. They just have to wisen up on some of their choices. That's all I've got to say. I mean, Rolex is Rolex. They're phenomenal. I have nothing bad to say. I'm just sort of. Do I have a negative?
John Doe says that I know what you mean, Tim G. But despite everyone on the planet desiring Rolex, they still seem to work for everyone in society, high, low, or middle.
Yeah,
That's
well,
the
I agree.
brilliancy of Rolex.
I agree with you. So I agree, but
Rolex has something for everyone. One company, whereas many other companies, they work only within certain price points.
Yeah.
Patek Philippe, they only work within that 50K and above price point, right?
Yeah,
The cheapest watch they have is 30,000.
30,000, yeah.
That's a lot of money. 30,000. I hate to break it to you. But
I agree.
30,000 is
a lot of money. Yeah, and then the problem is that their Calatrava, even though the movement is gorgeous, the movement is absolutely gorgeous on the new Calatrava. The problem that I have is that the front is not there yet. I mean, I really try to like that watch. I don't like. I call them. You call them hobnails. I call them poom pooms. Everyone calls them hobnails. I don't like the hob. I know that's their signature. They should put it on the side of the case, like their other Calatravas that they've got, like the one that has what is it? The dial that's black top. Was it the 6119?
6119 with
and the other one that's really nice. I think those are nice. They put the hobnails on the side. I think those are nice, But basically, yeah, whatever.
Oh, what do you think about the asphalt dial color?
That's what I'm saying. I think they're nice. I think
this is very sexy.
I think the next model that they have with that is nice. The one that's like the annual calendar, or that's like 80 or 90 grand.
Oh, you're talking about the travel time?
No, I'm talking about this one, the next step up. If you go
I think wait, let me show you.
I don't know. I've never, I've never seen one personally. That's one of the watches I've never seen personally on anyone's wrist or at an AD.
5326.
Yeah,
that's a travel time annual calendar.
Yeah. Okay, I was wrong, but I've never seen that I've never seen that watch personally.
You know who has this watch?
Who?
Maldives. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Good for him.
This is one of his kind of
good looking watch.
Super pieces. Yeah, it's incredible.
Their movements are beautiful. Look at that movement. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh, bro, this watch is like.
But you're paying 90 grand. I mean, that's a lot of flow.
They dropped in price actually.
To what?
Let let's see here. So
Yeah, that's funny. They
retail
put the,
is
oh, there you go.
78.
That's a bargain. Actually, it's not that. It's not as bad as what I thought.
Right? It's not that bad. You
It's
thought it was
expensive, but
gonna
it's
be
not that bad.
really expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's quite
So,
reasonable.
so Timmy, I tried on the Louis Vuitton Platinum
Mm-hmm.
and whatever their new models that they
Chloe.
have, the 2 gold. It's too top heavy. They're platinum. It doesn't have a good enough anchor. The pin buckle should be actually for a platinum. It should have an anchor, better anchor in the bottom of instead of a pin buckle. That's where a pin buckle really, from a deployant, makes a huge difference. If that was a platinum deployant, it would make it into an anchor, so it would balance the watch. So the watch tries to move. Just to give you, I'm jumping around a lot, but just to give you a heads up, that's why you want, when you have like a platinum watch, you really do want a deployant.
Yeah, because you don't want to drop it from your wrist. That's the benefit of the deployment, right? That if you unpin it, the watch is not just gonna drop to the floor.
Yeah.
But
Hey, I gotta apologize. I think I pissed off Tap. Tap, you're a really smart guy. I love you.
no, you didn't piss him off.
Well, hopefully, but if you,
No.
I just want to make sure I don't. So, I mean, if
No.
I piss off people, I don't mean it. You can come
No.
back and like attack me. So that's fine.
No. You didn't piss him off.
You know, it's funny. I jumped on another stream today. I was in the airplane flying.
Uh-huh.
So I jumped on and Sean was talking. So I put in a couple chats and they wiped me off the screen.
Huh.
Son of a gun. Someone hates me.
I wonder what it is.
I wonder who hates. I wonder who really hates me. I wonder
what show was it?
Oh, it's one of these other streams. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. I wonder why. That's a shame.
I said to myself, "Oh, am I really that much of a douchebag?" And the answer is probably yes. So whatever.
I haven't heard you say anything douchebaggy to anyone. Yeah, you got your views about
some
Biden. You have some crazy views.
I personally think that going back to Biden real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I really feel I need retribution because I think the media has lied to me. The mainstream media lied to me. He lied to me because his mind is not. My 91-year-old mother who passed away.
His mind is okay. He just stumbles around and makes
Stop.
Well, it's not like, dude, like when he called Zelensky Putin, right? That's like, it's not like he actually thought that it was Putin. He just made a mistake, kind of a speech mistake.
From a view,
and there's a lot of pressure already on him that he makes these kind of mistakes. But look, we're talking about public speaking stuff. But that it's despite that, look, I'm just wondering, because you weren't a fan of Obama anyway, so
no, believe it or not,
I'm just asking you statistically.
As a person, I'm going to just tell you this. As a person, I've had cocktails with Obama. Okay. So you're talking about a fan.
I'm not a fan of Obama.
I am
very destructive.
No, not his policies. And
I think his policies were really destructive. Yeah. As a human being, I think he was very cool. He was very cordial. He's a gentleman.
They asked me out of the blue to second. I'm not the primary person. They asked me out of the blue to second him for a club, that I belong to. And I said, no problem. Just write me a letter and I'll sign it. That's what I said. Okay. And I don't know if he'll get in or not because he didn't get into one of the golf clubs. You got that? A president of the United States did not get into one of the golf clubs. That's a problem to me. Okay. Think about that. Interesting. They didn't like Clinton. They didn't like Clinton in either. Okay. So I find this like fascinating. So, they're private clubs. I mean, the government can go after them, but they're private clubs. So I find that interesting. That's like, to me, shameful. Okay. Totally
they didn't allow him because he was black?
They didn't allow him because they didn't agree with his policies. Some people may not agree. There is a club that I belong to down in South that they still don't allow a lot of the minorities. A lot.
Wow, interesting.
Like,
is that legal? Can you?
Well, it's hard not to prove. It's hard not to prove it. Timmy,
they have like a.
Timmy,
thing,
there's two places on Park Avenue. that won't allow certain races to go into their co-ops.
Oh,
Currently,
yeah. Through some different loopholes, right? They have
I
some kind
don't
of
know how they're getting
ridiculous
away with it.
standards. Look, there's loophole for every. Actually, Trump didn't allow black people into his apartment.
Oh, stop.
No, that's a famous thing. Everybody knows.
Stop.
He was sued for that. He was sued for that.
Stop. You know, there's clubs that I belong to down south, which I love, that won't let women into certain areas of the club. If
Like
that
men's
happened,
restrooms.
no, like men's bars.
Oh, men's bars.
And they want to come in, like they would want, like in the Northeast, these women would want to come in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I always have a fight with one of my girlfriends over this. I go, it's girls' weekend. I go, can I come? And they go, no, I can't come. I go, well, then why am I allowing you to come into my, which she always has like a fit about, come into the men's bar, and I can't come with like 4 girls and hang out. Like they're going to they're going to Santa Barbara next weekend. And I'm saying, can I come with you? And they said no. They all said no. And that sort of pissed me off. Think about that one. It's the same thing.
Okay. Well,
Anyway.
let me ask you this. Like politics aside, mathematically, I'm just asking you mathematically, do you think Biden dropping out is going to help Trump win, or
it doesn't make a difference?
Or do you think
Trump already won?
Okay, you think he already won?
Unless they shoot him again. They unless the Secret Service fuck up again, they're gonna he's already won.
No, but so you think this makes
Democrats
no
are
change?
Democrats are in total disarray right now. Total disarray.
Well,
they got Harris. Harris has to be the president elect. Has to, because her team is going to be really upset over the fact that she's not. Another person can't really come in like the governor of California.
Well, she's not going to be. She's going to have to win it. That's why. See, Biden could have nominated Harris. Okay, there's 3 ways that this election could have went down. Okay, Biden could have nominated Harris. He could have resigned and left it open for the competition, or he could have stayed in. Okay, and what he did is he resigned and endorsed Harris, but he didn't replace her with him. Okay, he opened it up for elections. So the Democrats, they're going to have to do the process.
The debate. Trump knew that he was basically that Biden was mentally gone. Okay.
Well, not really. No, he didn't. No, stop. No, Tim. He didn't know. No, he didn't do. He didn't know that because. Listen, Tim. He didn't. Wait. Hold on. He didn't know that because he was attacking Biden, and then he stopped, and then he said, "Well, maybe I should he changed his tone."
No. Yes. The other issue is regarding.
He got worried that what if Biden is cognitive?
The other issue with the debate is, if you ever notice that all these debates have to be all Democrat, like they have CNN, they have basically they're.
Well, CNN didn't do anything. It's not no. They were asking easy questions, irrelevant stuff, and they weren't even fact checking anything. They just let people say whatever they wanted to say.
Biden basically sank his ship.
Well, I think CNN look. Biden definitely should have. Biden shouldn't be running for a second term. He's too fucking old. Okay, that's number one. But then CNN is just fucking disgraceful.
I gotta tell you,
that debate was a joke.
My mom was 91 years old, and she could run anything.
No, people, it's too old. Come on, people that old, it's torture.
Munger, who was 99 years old with Warren Buffett, could have easily run Berkshire Hathaway for another 10, 15 years.
We have so many really healthy people out there.
You don't know if a 99-year-old person's not healthy. I don't agree with you on the age thing.
Well, not for this kind of a job. It's
you've got to be seasoned though. You can't be a 32-year-old kid running the United States. You can't. You just can't.
Okay, but there's a law that says you have to be 35.
Right, exactly. But you can't be
Yeah.
I mean, the youngest president we've had was JFK. He was like 40 years old, 38 to
Okay. Yeah, the
45 years old.
40.
But
It's between
most
40
no,
and 60.
no, most
60
presidents
will you cap
most
out. You can't have more than
most
60.
presidents are between 60 to 80. Most of them. Take a
Well,
look.
it's too old. It's too old.
No, no. Well, wait another 20 years and you'll think differently. You'll think differently. Wait for 20
I
years.
think it's too old because the world has changed so much. Like the modern world, how it is, it's so different with
I don't know. I'm not in agreement with that because
all of this.
I try to keep up with younger people and everything else, and it
Yeah,
makes a huge difference. So anyway, let's just keep on going with watches. We'll do this some other time. I'm pissing
yeah,
off too many people.
yeah,
So
yeah.
anyway,
You're pissing off too many people. You just
including you,
need to chill
including
out.
you,
No,
including you.
look, I don't get pissed off. Look,
I know.
it's
I know.
irrelevant, you know.
Obama right now, I think, is around 70 something years old.
Yeah,
He was what's the name of the
I'm
he
not a
was
fan of
he was
Obama.
just wearing that Detroit make watch, Shimano.
Shinola. Actually, Shinola came out with the new watch. Did you know
Yeah,
that?
he was just sporting that at the Olympics, basketball Olympics, US versus Canada.
What? This one?
Nah, he had another
No.
one. He had one with
Okay.
a strap.
Oh, okay. But this one, this is the
No
new
way, no way.
Shinola that
Change the
just came out.
advisor. Obama's not. Yeah, he is. He's 60. He's my age. Yeah, he is actually. He doesn't gray his hair. Isn't
Says
that
he's
interesting?
62. He says
Yeah,
he's
he's 62.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like
I think he's a good. I think he's a good
around
person.
Obama's age.
I think he's a good person. I think he's a good person. I don't agree with any of his policies. I think like George Bush, 43, the one that's still living, is a good person, and I don't agree with any of his policies. So there's a Republican I don't agree with. I think like the Bush crime family is similar to the Clinton crime family, which is similar to the Biden crime family.
What about Trump crime family?
Trump family is phenomenal.
Crime family.
Trump kids are phenomenal. I met one of the kids.
How are they phenomenal?
They're
like
phenomenal. They're beautiful kids.
They're
just
the
beautiful
worst kids
They're
ever.
beautiful kids. I hate to tell you that, Timmy. I know you don't like anything I say.
Dude.
They're outstanding children. They're outstanding.
Oh my god.
They're great. They're great human beings, and they're great for society. Oh, there you go.
Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner got $2 billion from Saudis.
Okay.
Because of what they were doing
I can go down the line. The Clintons
during Trump's administration. Come on, man, the corruption. They're the most corrupt.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
they might be nice people, but they're the most corrupt kids ever.
Yeah, you know what? To make money today, like I always say when I'm in Miami with my two partners, when we see like a 180-foot boat, we're not doing something right. And one of my partners always corrects me, no, we're not doing something wrong. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When I see these 108-foot yachts in Miami, you know, or like you go
right, yeah.
My partner, I always say we're not doing something right here. You know,
Yeah.
are we going to make more money? And he goes, no, we're not doing something wrong. And that's really the case, okay.
Those boats are for going into international waters and making watch deals.
Yeah.
I remember when I asked Roman Sharf about the boat. Hey, Roman, are you gonna go on the boat?
Hey, you heard his latest video, right? That he's not making any money.
What?
He was on Opus Time. I sent you that too. He
no.
had this verbal that he's not making any money. That the watch market is completely dead. He admitted it, like it came out like on a video, not a video, on a tape.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, they just did some kind of a vid. Well, they fired everybody. There's nobody left.
It was on Opus Time. It came out this morning with the Kino and Opus Time, who I actually like. You know, he gives me the prices on what all these high-end watches are going for. I like a lot of secondary market people. I like the people in Dallas, the Grand Caliber. I like Rischek, believe it or not, in Hong Kong. I like them a lot. Obviously, I like the Boston European Watch Company. I like the 1916 Company. I like Watch Eric for all secondary. I like the guy in New Hampshire I'm selling the watch to, which is BHDH. I like a bunch of them, but these guys I would never buy anything from. Okay.
Roman Sharf vouched for the Wizard. I would never buy anything from him.
Well, not only that, but they're selling like sunglasses, that Ray-Bans that are fake, and everything else.
They
You know?
were in bed with the Timepiece Gentleman. They were his biggest supporters,
Yeah, but you know
and
what? That's when time.
they modeled. No, Tim. They modeled their lifestyle after Anthony. Okay, they took all their cues after Anthony. So I'm sorry if I don't trust them, but I just don't trust them. Watch News Weekly. You guys wanna listen to this part?
Hey,
This is
yeah,
where
we can do that. Black Dial. I'm sorry. Black
we're
Dial.
gonna talk about the bear market.
Legible.
What did I say?
Illegible? No,
Yeah,
legible. Yes, legible.
We've
You're
gotten corrected on that a few times.
right. I find nothing more sexy than a men's Rolex on a.
Well, hold on. And now you got the reverse. Now you got like Jason Tatum's of the world wearing like ladies RMs, which that's a whole other conversation.
Yeah, it's a whole other conversation. Why does the Bear season 3 have so many watches? In the first episode,
Oh, the Bear season 3. I thought they were talking about the bear market.
No. It was on open. It was like
okay.
it was like a tape that he didn't want to tape, and it came out.
And
it's on Opus. It's on Opus. It was on Opus time. It was.
Look, I'm not surprised. The watch market is dead, and they have a really big business.
I got like three phone calls from Vacheron Constantine last week. I mean, just ridiculous phone calls, like panic phone calls. I got one from Lange and Son last week, and I like
Lange and Suna.
Lange and Suna, which I love. I love their watches, but I just, other than the simple two-hander, the Saxonia thin, the whatever, that's the only one I like. So I mean, I'm not their candidate for high-end watches. And the thing is, with Lange and Son, similar to Vacheron, they drop 30% the minute you bring them out the door. So you're better off buying them on the secondary market. I hate to say that, and I will wear these watches. So it's not like I'm going to like level, which I did to my couple of my watches before, the RM and stuff. I never wore them, and I got a premium because of it. You know, so I plan on wearing these watches now. I plan on having like 4 really good watches and a tag, which is not a good watch, but I like them. And basically, so 5, and calling it a day. It's going to take me like 3 years to get all 4. I want the Holy Trinity plus like an outlier.
Holy Trinity plus outlier.
Interesting, huh?
No Rolex.
No Rolex. Well, I don't know what to pick for a Rolex. I've had them all. I really, I mean, I haven't had the Daytona.
They're all the same if you think about it. If you really think about it.
Yeah, absolutely. The movement's the same.
The movements are a little bit
phenomenal. Like a Tudor, they're phenomenal. Like what Private Gentleman has. The movement on those things are tanks. I mean, you can have like a tank roll over them, and they'll still work. Okay, you can have a car roll over those things like 50 times, and they'll still work. Where the little Vacheron Constantine I want, that's the 39mm gold. You have you have my dog sit on it. It's done. Okay.
How about you get a full gold Tudor Black Bay 58?
That's not me. I need a douchebag watch, and I want a Tim G watch. That's it.
That's the full gold Black Bay 58 is actually a great anti-douchebag watch.
I need to douche the douchebags. So the only way to douche the douchebags, and I've got the means to do it, is to get a douchebag watch. And actually, I do like the RM 7201.
RM 7201, baby. 7201. It's actually a really good RM, but you have to keep it forever. I think it's
I'm 63 years old. I'm not going. Other than being dead in 10 years, I'm not going to be. I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah,
I can wear it in Miami. I can wear it in Miami at Trulock, and like everyone that has a Panda. Every other person seriously had a. Last time I was there, it was like March. So dating again. I don't go during the summer in Miami. Everyone had a Panda. Everybody.
It's quite strange. We hit 60 and we go two-tone for some reason. I'm thinking of selling all my stainless steel and going completely two-tone and all gold.
Well, you're having an evolution yourself. That's what it's telling. Yeah. You go through it. You go through watch evolution.
Yeah,
I'm telling you this.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm unfortunately, like, I hate to say this, when a Rolex deal, I don't even want them to call me. I'm afraid. Like today, Friday, I had to pull the trigger on this because I didn't want to piss off the AD that's telling him I didn't want it. Okay. Because I went through the business of calling the trustee, became a dick. He had to call a couple of his people called some other people. It finally hit the AD. And there are not that many ADs in New Hampshire. Trust me. It's like a teeny state. I mean, it's a postage stamp. So, I mean, they're pretty much the only game in town, other than this, probably another one in a bigger city. But I mean, the one in Portsmouth, New Hampshire is a beautiful little city, coastal city, gorgeous.
It's funny, I made a remark a couple of years ago when I started out on YouTube, and a load of them laughed at me, including the fake Daytona. But I had an old friend from the war who reminded me a lot of all my old buddies, and he was a scrap merchant. I don't know what you call them in America. You deal in metal. He was a multimillionaire, and he said it's all what you can put in a checkbook. So when you get these ADs calling you these names, just remember it's what you can sign out of a checkbook, not what he's saying out of his mouth. I wouldn't worry.
No, I agree. So, Mr. Tudor, to you, to answer your question, I have never owned a Tudor in my life. Okay, in my life, would I?
Maybe you should get one.
Hold, time out. They've really gone through like a metamorphosis over the 30 years that I've been around. They're really phenomenal watches now.
They're solid gold ones.
If I was between 20 to, if I was younger, I would probably get one. I actually like Moser too, but I mean, that's a whole different game too. I like Moser watches a lot. Like their new 40 millimeter, they came out with a 40 millimeter Pioneer. That's unfortunately 15 grand, but you can get on the secondary market for like $12,000. And I do think that hits every box, except that it doesn't have a date. If you're a person that wants a date on your watch. And that is a great watch. It has a rubber band, which some people like, some people don't. It has a movement that's beautiful. It's the same as the regular Pioneer. What they did is they just made them smaller from a 42, 43 millimeter down to a 40 millimeter. It's a great watch. And Moser
Federico is the man to go to for those.
Yeah, phenomenal. Exactly. Phenomenal company. Yeah. But Tudor, outstanding company. There's a lot of these outstanding companies I would consider if I was this much younger. And unfortunately, time, I just moved on. It's like, I just moved on. And there's nothing wrong with Tudors. They're great watches. I have no hate toward Tudors. No. Watches I don't quite understand. I still don't understand Bremont. They're changing, but I don't understand them.
They completely scrapped their brand and starting it from scratch.
That's exactly correct.
Yeah, that's due to David Curato, though.
It's exactly.
He's going there with the philosophy that from what he learned from the Black Bay.
Yeah, no, I agree.
David Curato.
I agree. I think what is it?
1 second.
You make fun of the company, the other English brand, but I think they're a really good company that with the NATO strap. You always make fun of it. What the hell is it called?
There's Bremont.
What's the other English company, Timmy?
Zero West. Bremont.
With the NATO strap. You always make fun of them.
NATO. Christopher Ward.
I think they're great. I think that's a good brand.
Yeah,
I actually think that's a good brand now. Yeah. I really do. I would have picked one of those up in my 20s or 30s. Okay, not now though. I mean, not now.
The Pink Panther for Tudor is a revolution for them. It's just beginning. It's them stamping the hallmark about them being different.
Yeah. There are people that love Grand Seiko. I to this day, I don't know why I don't like them, but I just don't like them. Okay, so
yeah,
are they nice watches? Absolutely, just buy them on the secondary market. I mean, I don't get their people love them. The half manual, half quartz. What do they call that? The something whatever. Whatever. I have no intention ever to buy. Never.
Hey, Hey, whoa, Elton, what's going on? Where are you?
Contraband.
Oh,
I'm
jeez.
still around where I was today when I was talking to you. So I thought I'd show you guys Camden Street in Dublin. It's fucking mad, bro.
Camden
Like,
Street. You guys
it's
want to take a
wild.
look at Camden Street
There's
in
some
Dublin
really
just
cool
real
bars
quick?
and stuff, but there's a lot of young
Whoa.
kids.
Of
And
course.
there was a big hurling final today, the All Ireland, Clare against Cork.
Well, hold on. You're a little bit loud.
And it all got separated by 1 point. Clare won, and Cork just missing the post by a couple of inches in with the final shot. So it was a bit of a mad thing. So how you doing, boys?
You had a
Good.
mad game, so
All good?
everybody's
What
leaving
up,
the
Tim?
bars.
So who won?
Sorry, bro, it's a bit loud here. I don't have
Who
earphones.
won? Who won? Oh, I gotta Google.
1 second, bro.
Whoa.
I see you guys are talking about
Yeah, we're just chatting some watches,
1
chatting
second. Did I see talking about Daytonas? Was it?
Tudor. Yeah, we were talking about Daytona. Tim G
Sorry, bro?
was offered a Daytona. Oh, you're not gonna be able to hear us.
1 second. I'll be able to hear you now. 1 second.
Yeah, you need AirPods. Otherwise, it's not
Sorry,
gonna
talk
work.
to me about I love the Daytonas, bro.
Yeah, well, he already sold it. He bought it and sold it already.
Oh, why?
Yeah, well, for profit. He doesn't want to keep it. It's
Oh,
tough
bro,
to
never
keep a
sell
Daytona.
I
It's
love that watch. The
40,000.
fit is perfect. I don't have the new ones. I have the previous shape, slightly smaller.
What watch are
I
you
love it.
wearing right now?
Sorry, bro.
What watch are you wearing right now?
I actually I stopped at the house there and I didn't bring a watch because it's a bit
Oh,
mad here. Not because I'm
okay.
afraid or anything.
Well,
But
you should be
I
afraid.
just
What do you
didn't want to
mean?
bang stuff like I don't
Yeah.
believe in that. Just bang your watches everywhere.
Okay.
That's just
Yeah.
I'll go in.
Oh,
1
yeah?
second.
I believe in banging your watch. Your roommate believes
So
in banging your watch.
why can't I hear you, bro? I don't know. Hang on 1 second.
Oh, it's because you need headphones.
No, hang on.
Okay.
No. Can you hear me now?
Well, we can hear you. Can you hear us? No?
Yeah, bro.
Can you hear us?
Yeah,
Hello,
bro.
hello. You need AirPods. See, on the street, it's too loud to just be able to hear from the microphone.
Yeah. No, bro, I love the Daytona. I don't never sell a Daytona. Keep them. Always.
There you
Yeah,
go.
but Tim, why didn't you keep the Daytona?
Just didn't want it. I never wear it.
You don't wear it?
I hear the Speedmaster is way nicer than the Daytona.
Ooh.
That could be the case. The new white one.
Oh man, Omega are sick that the Speedmaster is still under what? 10 grand? They're dying for that watch to be.
If you have a chance to get the white one or the black one, you should always get the white one. The black one, the dial, it's nice, but the white one, the dial is way better.
Bro, look, I got to be honest, right? I mean, I love what the Speedmaster stands for, and I love how cool it is and the history and everything. Both watches in your hands, like there's no comparison.
Yeah, if you can get the white Speedmaster or the black one, you should always get the white one now.
You think so?
Yeah, because on the black one, the hour indices, they're all kind of, they're just painted. It's very cheap. Whereas on the white one, it's all kind of blacked out, black DLC. It's an actual hour markers applied on top of lacquered white dial. It's just much higher quality. Just the work that was put in to make that dial is a lot more complicated. No?
Yeah, it's a nice watch, but I prefer the Daytona, obviously, way better.
Yeah. Daytona is really nice. Daytona is much easier to wear because water resistance and but yeah, Tim G got the call for the white gold black rubber strap and flipped it for 5K
that's what I saw in the picture.
5K profit.
I mean, can't lose that way.
That's really good, and especially as the watch market is going down, that Daytona is still hot for now, so he was able to get some kind of profit.
Well, I don't think those particular models will stay hot,
Right.
I don't think so.
Because those models, they're really expensive. The retail.
Yeah, there's no fight for them. I'm surprised just because it's a Daytona, right? If it wasn't, it would be under retail now. There's no fight for those watches.
It used to be that the only ones that you had to fight for were the like the freaking gold ones. Like like the steel ones. That's it.
Steel ones, yeah.
Yeah, it was only steel, and that's it. Everything else was.
Yeah, true. True. So
Yeah.
how's everyone feeling tonight? What's up, Tim? You all right?
Hey,
Everyone's doing good.
Cool, bro.
I'm good.
Who won that soccer match?
It was the hurling Claire.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, sorry, we
I was giving them shit because Dublin is good in the Gaelic, but in hurling they're still a bit behind. Plus, there's nothing to do down the country, so they give them a hurl when they're born, right? Off you go and play. So I was giving them shit. I was like,
that's like a little dig, yeah.
Yeah. So it was good fun. It was good fun.
Are you guys gonna watch Olympics?
Is the Olympics on? I have no idea, bro.
It's gonna start. I
don't know, what day is it.
I just checked. It's gonna start on July 26th.
No, what day is it today?
Oh, today is Sunday. So it's gonna start next Friday.
You're gonna need to buy a Omega Olympic watch, you know.
Bro, listen, those things are just ridiculous. Like, what is Omega thinking? What is wrong with these people? You know.
That's why everyone's profits are so down in the watch market. Hey, Timmy, did you see that? Did you get that thing from me about the profit losses of all the watch companies?
Give me the link.
I will give you the link. I need about 5 minutes for that. Hold on.
Okay, get me the link. We'll pull it up. Yeah, the watch market is really tough right now. And a lot of companies, they're breaking even. Like the ones that are doing really well are finding ways to break even, and that's rough.
Look, it's going towards the same route as the car market, right? They'll make their money in parts and servicing. So, I mean, obviously Rolex will always be okay. Cartier will be okay. I think the Swatch Group is a bit confused with their brands and what they're doing. But yeah, it's definitely slowing down anyway, right? That's how it's happening. It's going to be a big slowdown generally.
There gonna have to be some kind of a shift, some change in. There's gonna have to be some kind of a shift, like a change in why people collect.
Well, those higher end ones. One of the lads lives in Dubai, and when the gold Daytonas became hot, they were like, "We're not waiting for these. We've been buying these off you when nobody wanted them." So those high end watches, you know, I know a guy that is in with the dealers there, and he was like, they get them easy, like. That type of market will always exist, but there'll be a big slowdown.
Oh wow! Look at this. This is from this article that Tim G just sent me. Check this out. These are the prices of different watches on the secondary market. Hamilton and Jaeger-LeCoultre actually went up, whereas everything else. Look at this. Across the board is losses. Cartier. On average fell by 1.6%, which is that's really good. Cartier held, I think, really what saved Cartier is the vintage market. There's so many vintage Cartiers that people still buy the Cartier. And we got Chopard, Lange fell, Breitling, Omega, Rolex fell by 7.2%. And the three brand that fell the most are the Holy Trinity, with Vacheron falling the most, following by the EP and the Patek.
Yeah, not a great buy second, as in like to sell or whatever. Like, yeah, well that's what I mean. Like those brands, unless they're for the hot models. Look, people have to understand. Like, you know, some Pateks and the Daytona were waitlisted in the 70s. Like,
yeah.
So I mean, it's 2 months of a waitlist if you want to call it, but still, like, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's a slightly different story there, though. Like, you know, those watches were expensive and they weren't available. You have to wait until it's made, right?
And there was a supply chain issue because of COVID-19. So a lot of watches. It's so funny.
The China virus.
Yeah, the coronavirus. The coronavirus. It happened at the same time as the watches went mainstream on social media.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether it was just people being bored at home and they just started watching wristwatch social media more, or was it just, naturally just that content was pushed. But those two things combined caused the crazy rush for everybody to try and get the watch. So what happened was, when Timepiece Gentleman was the hottest, was making the most money. That was when he just started, where he had nobody calling him out on the consignment.
Yeah.
And there was no new watches. The market was literally frozen in time, with basically only existing watches being in play. Everything else was delayed for like 1.5 years. So the demand went sky high.
Yeah, bro. I
Yeah.
mean, look, at the same time, you're right. You know, a lot of studies now are coming out and saying, like, all the movements, like,
Yeah.
the big boom, like in crypto, the money around, like, even like serious matters like BLM and all of that stuff. It just all happened. The technology got so good and so advanced, and all these things got big, like, and it was the first time you could transfer your Bitcoin into like things, or borrow
Oh
against
yeah,
it.
and
So
the Bitcoin. You're right. So it's threefold. It was the Bitcoin, the COVID. Oh, actually, it's four. The crypto invention of like crypto becoming mainstream, right? The apps like Coinbase were created,
yeah,
making
yeah,
investing into crypto really easy. Until that time, it was really obtuse in how you get crypto. You had to
yeah,
create
bro.
some accounts. You had to put it on the flash drive. You had to remember passwords. It was pain in the ass, right? But Coinbase made it simple. We had crypto. We had
Bro, check
COVID
this out.
shut
It's
down.
even easier than that, right? You see the videos
Yeah.
of like this guy train wrecks and all these like Drake, right? You take five
hmm
Bitcoin, transfer them to your online bit casino, cash immediately, put it on red, double it, cash it out. Like it happened even quicker than that. Or
Boom, boom, boom.
don't even bet, just cash it out.
Yeah.
Like it was allowing people to do mad shit with Bitcoin, like.
Yeah, and it was all unregulated. There was no rules on how Bitcoin could be traded or whatever. People were coming out with new pump and dump Bitcoins every single day. It was wild, wild west. I remember what happened during the GameStop. Remember how GameStop was shorted?
Yeah,
Like
of mad.
like social media wise, people were starting to band together to kind of manipulate the stock market even.
Mad, yeah. I know.
Yeah. Yeah,
So watches are they're no different. Like like there's gonna be things happening. Like we live in the hobby, so we're like, oh, who would do stuff like that? Like
yeah,
there's just like it's just another tool. Like.
yeah. But watches is a good hobby in my opinion, because like it's as Rolex, they know all of this, right? They know about the laws of supply and demand, and I think they're going to respect the supply and demand, and kind of keep their watches on certain level price, because that's why they started the CPO program. It's an ability for them to buy their watches back and keep the retail price high. Like sometimes this is what rich companies do, right? During COVID-19, how many companies did a stock buyback? You know what a stock buyback is?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and basically CPO is literally
yeah.
Rolex equivalent of stock buyback. You're spending money to buy back your stock. Your and each Rolex watch, you could think of it as a one individual stock in the like
Yeah, bro.
because that's kind of what it is.
Once the money moves, some board
Yeah,
of directors look good somewhere. But
yeah,
also, bro, look, you can like don't go and look how much it costs to make a Rolex, right? Because
mm,
it'll just make you sick. But like 70% of that watch is like for having a watch that has its name on the Monaco Grand Prix billboards and Roger Federer on the poster, right? They're
yes,
not. There's only one way that can go. Like there's reasons why brands like Coca-Cola and Rolex are that popular. There is like you know because they believe in advertising heavily.
Yeah,
You
but they
know.
also have good product. There's
And I was
brands
just about
that
to say that they
advertise
also
the
know what
shit
they're
out
doing.
of,
Look
but
at the
they make
Swatch
shit
Group, like,
product.
yeah, what's happening with some of the brands? Like, what's happening with
Yeah,
Jacques Dro and Blancpain and Breguet? Like, what's happening with these brands? Like, tell us what's happening. Like, even if it's bad, but there's no plan. Like, from the outside looking in, you're just like, no plan. You know.
yeah.
However, I did meet a guy in Cape Town this Christmas, and he only did strictly just Blancpain. No other watch, no other brand.
Blank Pond, that's it. Blank Pond is
Yeah,
a
bro.
really good brand. It's their diver, the 50 fathoms.
Ah, bro. Too much.
I want the no rad. If someday I'm able to get a Blank Pond, the no rad, bro.
Ah, bro, it's cool. Very, very cool. The oldest
Yeah.
brand,
You
even though
need,
they have
you need
stuff a bit.
you know what? I love them, but the thing is you're better off to put that in the secondary market too.
They're gonna drop in price. Well, actually,
Like
the
massively.
no rad is above retail. Oh, it's dropping in
Well, how
price.
much? Let's pull it up. Pull it up. I want to
Okay,
see.
okay. Check this out. Let's just see here. Let's low to high. So you saw they had some. Okay, okay. Oh, 21,000 right
How
now.
big? How big are these things?
40 mil.
Oh, that's not bad. I like that. Okay, and then let's just
Yeah.
keep on
Oh
going.
yeah,
So
that's
whatever.
what my friend got actually for a Christmas present for himself.
Why
He
does
had
it?
to wait for that,
Yeah.
bro.
Why does
He
it?
had to wait for that.
Yeah.
Why does it have the nuclear symbol
They're
on
not
the?
cheap.
Why does it have that symbol on the bottom? The yoke.
Because it's no tritium. Before this watch, they were using tritium, and tritium was radioactive. So they created this one with loom that wasn't radioactive. So,
You
and
know
that's
what?
the no rad.
That's a good looking watch. How much? How
What
much?
are
Yeah.
they
How much?
retail
How
like?
much?
What are they retail now?
21,500. But so they're still high. Let me just see here what the just really quickly. Oh, okay.
Timmy, why are they so expensive?
Why they're so expensive, because they're limited to 500 pieces. And they're collectible.
I know nothing about this watch. Nothing.
Okay.
But
Well,
it looks
this is.
pretty damn nice.
Oh shit. Well, the thing is, you don't need to know much. I mean, this is a Hodinkee collab with Blank Pond. Not really, but let me see. Do they say Hodinkee on the back? Let me just check. I don't think it says Hodinkee, but I think this is like Hodinkee told them to do this, and they did, and they came out like this should be a general production
I gotta tell you something.
model.
That's a good looking watch.
Yeah, they were the first to develop this. See, no radiation. You see that?
It's a cool watch. It's a cool brand. I like the brand. I like the story of this watch. Anyway, that's why you're wearing
Yeah,
that watch, man.
yeah. But they were outrageous. They went up to like 30,000,
Yeah,
and
I remember that. I remember
yeah,
that.
What's actual retail on these things? 21.
15,000.
So they're still up like $6,000.
Yeah, they're still up. There's one here in Taiwan for 21.5, but I would expect these to drop. In fact, like if somebody were to try and buy one, you have to make an offering. Like all you have to offer, and then see how much they'll take. I mean, this is the only one in the United States, and it's 32,000. That's insane.
That's just ridiculous.
Wow. No,
Now,
but this is different
what
model.
you make an
This is
offer, but
vintage.
then you got to figure out how to fly there to pick it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, bro, I'm just relaxing today.
No, thank you. Yeah, right.
That's
Yeah, bro.
stressed too. That's stressed too much to me.
Are you have sales tax in the States, but that's low.
Mm-hmm. Let me see here. Oh, here we go. Here's the back.
That's too bad they're limited.
Oh, perfect. It doesn't say Hodinkee on the back, so.
Well, that makes it much better.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good looking watch, boy.
Right? Look at the movement
Cool
on
watch.
the back.
That's
Sexy.
a watch you buy to share your hobby with your friends to a watch meetup, you know?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And I'm Ukrainian, who was affected by Chernobyl. So for me personally, this is like I get a kick out of this watch. Someday I'll add this to my collection. When
It's
the
a cool
market
watch, man.
when people lose interest in it and start selling it, I'll trade one of my Rolexes for it. Like I would Like I would trade assortment for this. Like that seems to be like a fair 50, trade. But like for now, this one is really hot, so I don't think I'm gonna be
I like
getting
the
it
different
anytime soon.
patterns. Yeah, it's a cool watch. I like how big it is, bro. Like it's kind of unapologetically cool and big.
Mm-hmm.
This is not that big though. This is all right.
Yeah. So exactly, the best part about this one is that it's 40 mil case.
Yeah.
40 mil.
Because
All
the
other
standard, most of them are
blank
45, right?
Yeah, the standard blank pawn is 45 mil, and actually they made a new one, a refresh edition, but it's 42.
And also, this is 300 meters. That's huge.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's really
Good
good.
looking
It's from
watch.
2021, limited edition.
It's a cool watch, man. That's a talking point of a watch.
I knew nothing about it until today.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Was Ved on the stream tonight?
No, not tonight. What have you talked to him?
Yeah, I was talking to him earlier. Yeah.
Oh yeah, what did he say? What are his plans?
He was cooking. He was making dinner at the house, and fuck is that? Is that Hermes?
Oh yeah, this is Hermes Pocket Watch. By the way, I'm gonna be ending the stream actually in 5 minutes because Michaela is gonna be going live on the Whatever podcast.
Good.
So, so don't pause, yeah? That's fine, yeah?
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go over to Ashian's and I'm gonna watch it with him and with Dirk. We'll try
Tyler,
to
does
watch
you
it
want the
together.
channel taken offline permanently? Add me to the stream.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna be chilling there. So
Yeah,
guys,
bro, but just a couple of things on Hermes.
Yeah.
Like you could see like where they're going a few years back because they invested heavily, right? But same with Van Cleef, like they've been making watches since the early 1900s. Like they actually have been. It's just that then, unlike Cartier and Piaget, they just focused on clothing and stuff. But Gucci is the next brand. That's the next brand to go high up. They were never like a high street another fashion brand, right? They were always a bit better.
Ray has a Gucci watch.
Ray, what is wrong, baby?
Gucci hasn't jumped on the watch bandwagon.
Not yet.
They have, bro. Sure, their latest watch is like 400 grand.
Oh yeah, well, but that's like,
one.
but no. But they're doing it. They probably made that watch the way Jacob & Co. makes watches, right? Jacob & Co. doesn't make watches. He hires a company to make watches for him.
Yeah, for sure. Guaranteed.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. That's, if they made one single watch for 400K, they're probably just hiring.
But there's a huge market for these expensive Chanels, like with the AP movements and all these Gucci's, bro, like Dubai and Middle East. Huge market. Those guys will wear those type of watches, Beauvais and stuff. Like they'd have no interest in, you know what I mean?
Agreed.
Yeah, that's there is a huge market for them. I was talking to the girls in the Van Cleef boutique, like they are out the door in the Middle East. Like you won't see those guys like with anything bar a Beauvais pocket watch, wristwatch combo, Van Cleef, Fabergé. Yeah, that market was never slow or fast. It's always steady, like
Agreed. Hey,
So,
gentlemen,
yeah.
I gotta jump off. I'll talk to you later. Pleasure, Timmy.
Hey,
Take care, Lord.
Tim G,
Tim.
take care. I'm actually ending the stream right now.
Tim, see you later, my man. Have a good Sunday.
Yeah,
Take care,
thank you.
Tim. You're gonna be back tomorrow?
Yes. See
Okay,
ya.
cool. Talk to you tomorrow. Take care. Sorry, Elton. Please finish.
Yeah, no problem, bro. Wrap it up. It's fine.
Okay.
I can talk to you later. Call me later or text me later when you finish up.
Okay, cool.
And then we'll catch up. All right, cool. Thanks to everyone for staying on the stream.
Good show, everybody. Thank you so much. Make sure to.
Sorry, it was a
upvote
bit
the
rainy here and
stream.
mad.
Yeah.
So everybody's had like 20, 25 drinks since like 2 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nice.
Oh man, crazy shit. But
it looked really busy outside.
yeah, bro, like the attitude here is different. Like, you go to like Spain and someone says, oh, I've had those, no more. He's like, whoa, let's go.
But it's fresh. It's not like It's not like hot temperature. It's nice.
No,
You
it's
can
perfect.
go
Perfect. You
hang
saw it
out.
today, like I was loving it.
Yeah.
Contraband,
It was good.
contraband, contraband. See you, baby. Take it easy.
Take it
What's
easy,
up?
everybody. See you
Bye,
guys
guys.
tomorrow.